Oh, Los Angeles Rams, Philadelphia Eagles. It's Sunday, y'all. It's week 3. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. Make sure you guys lock it in as we prepare to get started. I think this is going to be a good one. I did think that this will be a game that tests the Eagles and see if they're actually serious. I said that in the prediction video. I do think that if there's a team that can give the Eagles a run for their money, it will be the Rams. So I'm excited to see how this goes. As far as the spread, it's 3.5. Eagles are favored. Over-under is 45.5, minus 195 on the money line for the Eagles, plus 165 on the money line for the Rams. How about the college yesterday? College is crazy yesterday. All kinds of, upsets and just all different kinds of crazy games over there. It was a wild, wild college Saturday for sure. Shout out to you, Will Scott. What up, man? What's going on with you? Ryan, you're funny. You're funny. You should know, my friend. You should know. Shout out to you, Tyler. What up, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. As far as the votes, we've already got some votes in the house here. 67% for the Eagles. 67% for the Eagles. So starting off strong, right? Eagles Nation showing up strong as we prepare to get started. It's all 32 teams, my friend. I thought you would appreciate this hat when we're not doing the Bills games because you understand what it signifies. Every team is on here. Makes things easier, right? I can still do what we do over here. See how that works? What up, Tyler? Shout out to you, bro. I'm doing good. I just ate. I had some really good we had hibachi last night. It was so good. And we had some leftovers. I just finished it up. Just finished it up. So yeah, we got about 10 minutes until kickoff, y'all. 10 minutes until kickoff with these Rams and these Eagles. Later on tonight, depending on what's going on with the kids, I may do the Chiefs and Giants game. I know that's going to be a big one tonight. It's just been really, really crazy with everything going on. This is a good late morning from Texas Jay. It's a great Sunday to relax, watch some football, and bask in the red, white, and blue glow of the best team in the NFL. Go Bills. Shout out to you, Abdul. Let's go. Bills Mafia in the building. Says Jay, pockets are like that hibachi. Oh, listen, we didn't go sit and watch them cook. That was delivered. You got it. When you go sit and watch them cook, that's when you spending the money. You getting the drinks. You all in the vibes. I got it ordered, and I used the coupon. I got that free delivery. I just gave a tip. But shout out to you guys as we prepare to get started. Lions and Ravens tomorrow night. We will be streaming that. That's going to be a hell of a game. Lions and Ravens, I do think that's going to be, another. It was one of my, top 3 games this week. Obviously, you had, the situation with the Titans and the Colts. That's going to be, one of my favorites this week. The one that we're streaming right now, which is the Rams and the Eagles. That's my number 2. And my number 3 was the Lions and Ravens. I do think that game, it's going to be a little crazy on a Monday night. So make sure you guys are here for that. And it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Shout out to Don Jenkins for liking the stream over on Facebook. I appreciate you. Says I have to experience the whole thing. They spray the liquor in your mouth. So listen, it's a gimmick. And it's a gimmick that I don't like for a couple reasons. You probably shouldn't be doing that. I'm just saying. You probably shouldn't be letting, the chef spray, a drink in your mouth. I'm just saying. It probably shouldn't happen. It sounds like it's fun, but for me, it's just like, it's not for me. It's not for me. Chris Shea, what up, man? What's going on with you, bro? Shout out to Randy Weaver for liking the stream over on Facebook. I appreciate you. Shout out to the Facebook crew holding it down. Sunday football, y'all. Sunday football. We got about 10 minutes before kickoff. Did you? I'm not even going to bring it up. I'm not even going to bring it up. Eric Brown, what up, bro? What's going on with you? Y'all, listen. So I had the Fox app. I'm going to bring it up, but I can't mention names because you know how it goes. But I'm not going to. You just got to read between the lines, all right? Stick with me. I had the Fox app. The Fox app is not showing this game. They're showing the other game. All right? They're showing the Jets and the Buccaneers. Now, depending on what region you're in, you may get this game. But if you're in my region, well, you get the Jets and the Buccaneers. So then I said, all right, well, I'm good. I got the Fox app. I already had this planned out. Fox app is $20 a month. I went to make sure that the game was showing at 1 o'clock, and it said Jets and Buccaneers. I'm like, well, what's going on? So then I do my research. This is like 2 hours ago. I think I'll do my research, and I'm like, no, they said I should have it. We should be good. No. So I ended up canceling the Fox app because they basically lied about it. It's still based by the region. And the only way you can get this game out of region is with Sunday Ticket. Yeah. $276. Or you can pay by month, $35 a month. So there you go. There you go. Shout out to you, Christian. Yeah, man. Without a doubt. So if the Rams stop the run, they win this game. Can't give up 200 plus and 2 touchdowns to the Eagles again. That is a fact. Says, good blessed day to everyone. Shout out to you, Eric Brown. Without a doubt. Marcus Mariota, the Hawaiian sensation. Right, I got Sunday Ticket. Yeah. As sad as it is, it's almost a must. So like you gotta have Amazon for your Thursdays, and then you gotta have the Sunday Ticket for all the blackout games. And then it gets tricky because Peacock is gonna have their game and Netflix is gonna have their game. This is the issue. And this is the problem. And just 4 or 5 short years ago, I wasn't dealing with this. We were having a good old time with all the games that we wanted to. Yeah, there were some in the Sunday Ticket, but we weren't having Netflix games. We weren't dealing with Amazon on a Thursday night. And so everything has changed for the worse. It's like, oh, okay, well, if I want to stream this game, I got to make sure that we got Peacock. And if we want to watch this game, I got to make sure that we got this app. And if we want to watch this game, I got to make sure I got Sunday Ticket. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But shout out to you, Angel. Let's go Birds. Let's go. Hopefully, Fubo gets a deal with all these game days so I can invest in them. Listen, I'm just saying, it's really wild. For sure. Really wild for sure. But with that said, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We're currently at 17. Let's try to get to 25 before kickoff here. Shout out to brother Irwin coming through with the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $10 donation, my friend. Much appreciated. Tyler says, breaking the bank. Yeah, it's crazy. So these these Rams and Eagles are running out on the field as we prepare to get started. Yeah, they're breaking the bank. Cable TV ain't what it used to be. Listen, there ain't no more cable TV. Cable TV is done. Okay, it's all streaming. It's all streaming, and that's just the reality of it. There's no more cable. You know, when we were younger, or, you know, even if you want to go back 10, 15 years ago, right? Cable was it. As long as you could have the basic package and you was good. Monday night, Thursday night, and Sunday, and you got some college on Saturdays. That was with the basic cable package. But then they started to shift, and we already knew about the Sunday Ticket. I mean, DirecTV been doing the Sunday Ticket thing since the 90s. And here we are now. Shout out to you, Melvin. What up, bro? Martin Lawrence in the Bills says, let's go Bills. 3-0, bless Master J. Shout out to you, Martin. Let's go, bro. Bills Mafia in the house. All right, y'all. Rams, Eagles, kickoff coming up soon. Spread still 3.5, over under 45.5. The money line has changed, though. The Eagles are now minus 200 plus 170 for the Rams. So the money line has changed a little bit before we get started. Says, are we going to the Bills versus Eagles this year? Let's go. Let's do it. Listen, I wasn't going to bring this up because I kind of wanted to just drop it, but I'm going to start like filming little like documentaries about like the new Bill Stadium and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna head down there, get the camera ready. I got a real nice camera, and we're gonna use that, and it's gonna look real cinematic and real nice with slow motion and all that. It's gonna look real nice, so I'm excited for that. Eagles offense might struggle, but defense is what I'm worried about. Someone's paying attention. So yeah, the big issue that I've seen from the Kansas City game, right? It was a very close game for a reason. Obviously, we know that the Chiefs are the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. But the game was very close, right? So you ask yourself, okay, if the Chiefs had, their receivers and everyone was at 100%, that game goes completely different. It goes completely different from what happened. Now, that comes to obviously having the conversation about, the Eagles defense. When you run into that defensive line or deep ball, that's when things get really interesting. And watching this team, they've been winning by having control of the clock. Having that ball on the ground, running that clock, ball on the ground, running the clock. All right, the pass ain't there. Hurts is going to run it. Or they're just going to keep going to Barkley. Or they may bring in Shipley and they'll get the run going. That's the time of possession. That's how, the Eagles have been winning. But when you take the ball out of their hand, you make this game a lot closer than what they may want it to be and how they're comfortable. And so I think that's, where the Rams may figure out some opportunities. So there you go. Shout out to you, Melvin. Let's go, bro. Rams 6.5. Okay, I see you. 6.5. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it. Not at all. So, a la carte everything. Yeah. Listen, y'all, it's going to get bad. You think it's bad now? It's going to get bad. It's going to get so bad that if you don't have Sunday Ticket, they're going to start piecing out these games to different networks. They've already started to do it. And if you're not an NBA fan or if you really haven't been paying attention to the news, Amazon is now picking up NBA. It's getting crazy, y'all. It is getting absolutely crazy. And I said, well, how is this possible? How can they have the NFL and the NBA? They got the NFL on Thursdays, and now they're getting the NBA? What is going on? So prepare yourselves, y'all, because it's starting to get real. Actually, it's been real. All right, so as we prepare for kickoff, Top Tier says, I think the Eagles going to win, but the Rams are sleeper good. They might pull out the W. Listen, both teams are very strong. Offensively, defensively, you've got veterans on both sides that know how to play the game, good in critical moments. So I think at the end of the day, that's why both these teams are 2-0, and this is kind of one of those games where it could go either way. Now, you do have the edge as far as with Saquon Barkley in the run, but as mentioned earlier, the defense of this Eagles is what's, most in question as far as whether or not they're going to be able to, stop this pass. So we'll see. We shall see as we get ready for kickoff here. So I think Saquon is going to get a long run touchdown. We'll see. What brought the hoodie out? It's a little chilly. It's getting a little cold. It's a little cold. Shout out to you, Mark. What up, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I brought the hoodie out because it's getting a little cold. No other reason than that. No other reason. Hoodie J comes out. He starts, yelling and he mad and all that. But it was a little cold. S-Max says, I can't get hardly any games anymore. The only upside is this community. Go Bills. Shout out to you, S-Mac. Yeah, I have no problem in investing back in the channel and in this community. You guys look out, and it's like hand in hand over here. You guys look out, and I take care of the channel, and whatever you guys contribute obviously goes back into it. So that's how a lot of the things that I can afford for this channel get paid. Between the ad revenue and obviously the donations and things like that. This is what affords the Sunday Ticket and the Amazon and the Peacock and all that kind of stuff whenever you guys need it. So, but here we go. As we have kickoff, the Eagles will be sending it to the Rams. They'll take it here from the 1, cuts back to the middle, and will go down at about the 23, 1st and 10, as Stafford and company trot out to the field. And here we go. Let me get my field right. Is that good? Yeah, that should be good. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Stafford under center, directing traffic. We have motion as they go with the run here on the first play to that right side, pick up of about 5 yards. This will lead to second down. It's beautiful here, upper 70s, light breeze. See, we're starting to get into the bipolar months, yo. It'll be like 70, 75, and then at night, it's like 41, and then, the cold air gets trapped. So that's how it goes. 2nd and 5 after the run. Play action here for Stafford. Steps up. Quick throw right side. That is going to be caught. Breaking tackles. Picks up about 7 yards. As this will be Williams picking up the Rams' first down. Says, I'm in Los Angeles. I can only keep up with the Bills through this channel. Shout out to you, Brother Irwin. Without a doubt. Dante, what up, man? Says, afternoon, young man, sir. Listening to the call action while out on brunch and having French toast with peach cobbler syrup on it. Let's go. 27-23 Philly. I'm not mad about it. Like I said, I think this game can go either way. As we have motion, Stafford takes a snap, quick throw. No, he holds on to it and then throws incomplete to Williams on that left side. Tries to get it out to the flat. This will lead to 2nd and 10. So it'd be funny to see the Giants beat the Chiefs. But to be honest, I don't think either team wants to go 0-3, but I just think it's way worse for the Chiefs as Stafford throws quickly here on a slant, and that may be picked off. Wow. 3rd play of the game, and this Eagles defense comes up with a pick. My goodness. So hold on now. As this is, yeah, he's blanketed. You can't throw it there. That's going to be Bond with the pick. And he just tried to squeeze it into Adams, and he was covered, just draped. And that's going to be a good pick for the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10. That is not a good one, Stafford. That is not a good throw by a veteran. Not at all. Not at all. Tyler Brooks, what up, man? Shout out to you. Says Jay, I got the grill fired up, making some barbecue chicken drums, burnt ends, and burgers. I haven't had burnt ends in a long time. Let's go. Sound pretty good, actually. All right, so 1st and 10 now for these Eagles after the interception. As Hurts takes a snap, handoff here, right side. That's going to be maybe a yard as Barkley tries to get the run going. He gets stuffed. Says he had so much faith. 1 second, hold on. He had so much faith in Adams to pull that impossible catch. It's like he's double covered. I mean, you try to fit it into like this small window, and I don't think you needed to go there. But here we go, 2nd and 9 as Hurts back in the shotgun. Rams show a 5-man rush. 4 seconds on the play clock. Hurts takes a snap. Quick throw right side. That's going to be caught. Pickup of about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down. Smith reels it in. So, Jay, this is what the defense needs to do. Well, listen, when you've got a quarterback who decides to, throw the ball in a small window and, they're double covered, I mean, these guys are elite out there. You just can't do it. If you're going to give them an opportunity to pick the ball, they're going to take it. So here we go, 3rd and 4 as Hurts calls for motion. Rams show a blitz. 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap. Pressure. Hurts in trouble. Steps up on the run, and he just goes down as this will be about 4th and 2. And this will most likely lead to a field goal. We'll see what they decide to do. Shout out to you, Gregory. Yeah, man. I knew this was going to be a banger for sure. 100%. I knew it was going to be a banger. Shout out to you, Grace. I'm so happy you're covering the game. I'm in the emergency room with my mom. She wanted to hear the game with me. I told her I've been listening to you for years. Shout out to you, Grace, and shout out to your mom. I hope she is well and I hope she's doing okay. Prayers up to you guys. Glad to see you, Grace. So here we go. They're going to go for it on a 4th and 2 and not take the 3. As they go with the fake, Hurts is going to keep it on the right side, still going, and gets all the way down to about the 10. And this is where Philadelphia has been so good at. These 4th-and-1, 4th-and-2 situations, having the guts to make the call. So, you know what? We're not just going to take the easy 3. We're going to go ahead and dial up a play, give Hurts the ball. We know that he can get us 2 or 3 yards. He gets us more than that. Eagles pick up the 1st down as they are down at the 12. Angel says, my heart was pounding. That's crazy. All right, here we go. 1st-and-10 at the 12 as they go back to the run with Barkley, and he will go nowhere. That looks like maybe loss of a yard. 2nd-and-12. 2nd-and-12. All right, y'all. So we're currently at 36 likes. Our next goal is 100. 100 likes, 100 thumbs up. If you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up button. I do appreciate the love and support. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. Here we go. 2nd-and-12. As Hurts directing traffic. Rams show a blitz. 4 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw. High throw. Incomplete. As this will lead to 3rd-and-12 with 9:49 left in the clock in this first quarter. It's like, Hurt was pounding. I knew he was going to get it off. That passes to Dotson. Incomplete. 3rd-and-12. Shout out to Aussie Chicken. What up? What's going on with you? It says, rolling with Jay, my play-by-play man, and I got the Rams today. Like I said, this is one of those where it could go either way. I'm not mad at either option. 3rd-and-12. 2 seconds on the play clock. Hurts takes a snap. Pressure. Throws on a slant. That is caught but short by Smith. It'll be 4th-and-1 coming up, and obviously they're gonna go for it again. They're not gonna take a field goal, right? So if you're the defense, you got to stop them well short of that line, right? You can't let Smith catch the ball and then cut up and, make it a short gain, 4th and 1. You know where they're going here now. The good old tush push, and here we go. As Hurts takes the snap and he's fighting for it and he got it. 1st and goal. It is automatic. It's crazy how automatic it is. It's crazy. Big T, what up, man? Shout out to you. Lisa in the house says, hey, Jay, I'm picking the Rams because I like Matthew Stafford. Okay. Ain't no wrong with that. Yeah, they love the 4th and 2. They love it. Robert says, Pittsburgh inside the red zone 2. Yeah, we'll give you guys the score updates around the league after this series here. So we're down to 8 minutes and 30 seconds in this first quarter. 1st and goal after the tush push for the Eagles, after the 4th and 1. And here we go. As Hurts under center. Play action. Hurts throws high, incomplete. As there's a flag down on the field as well. I don't understand why not. You're at the 2. Just hand it off to Barkley. Right? I mean, yeah, that's a little, telegraphed, but he should be able to get you 2 yards. You go a little high to Brown, as this will be incomplete. I think that's the first pass I've seen to Brown in the end zone all season. I know it's week 3, but we really ain't seen Brown do much. But they are going to call pass interference? Wow. Okay, they're going to call pass interference. So it'll be 1st and goal now at the 1. So now I expect you to hand it to Barkley at this point. Now I do. Stafford would make a great sweater model for JCPenney. What? Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. JCPenney though, huh? Not Macy's. Once again, the tush push, and it looks like they may be in, and that is an Eagles touchdown. And there it is. Jalen Hurts, ladies and gentlemen. Tush push for the 1-yard touchdown. And like I said, I thought they'd go Barkley, but nope, they went with Hurts. Those are your 2 options. Either one, right? It doesn't matter. They're going to get pushed in. Either one. Either way. So Hurts with the 1-yard tush push. We got to find a new name for this. It's kind of ridiculous. We got to find a new name for y'all. With the extra point, it's going to be 7-0. And that takes us to 8 minutes and 7 seconds left in this first quarter. Philadelphia doing Philadelphia things. 1-yard run for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts takes these Eagles up 7-0. As far as the scores around the league, Vikings, Bengals. Vikings up by 7-0 there. The Steelers and the Patriots. Steelers up 7-0. You got the Colts and the Titans. Colts are up 7-3. Houston and Jacksonville are tied at 0 apiece, as well as the Falcons and the Panthers. The Jets and the Buccaneers. Jets are up 3-0, and those are your scores around the league. The historical play. We're going to call it the historical play. That's what we'll do. We'll call it the historical play. As far as the likes, we're currently at 48, y'all. 48. We need 52 more. 52 more likes, 52 more thumbs up to get to 100. So if you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate the love and support as we keep it going. Quick timeout commercial break. As far as the votes go, we are currently at 112 votes, 54% for the Eagles, holding it down. Rams win, says ban the cheat push. Now, here's a question. Why was Adam Schefter so mad about the ruling of the tush push? I don't know if people were, paying attention to that, but he's been very vocal about it, right? And I'm so used to, Schefter really just, posting about the news and, giving us the breaking updates and things like that. But he was very vocal and very upset about the tush push. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, what did they do to make him that mad? Go back and look at it. You'll see what I'm saying. Shout out to you, Amy. What up? What's going on with you? Good to see you on a Sunday, on a nice Sunday. It says it's true if you watch the tush push, 50% of the plays are offsides. I did see something like that, right? So shouldn't it be called? Why is it that we're seeing this after the fact? That's a question. Says I think they were false starting twice. Okay. That's crazy. Well, hey, I'm not getting into that one, Lisa. I'm leaving out that one alone. So here we go. Kick is off. Back to the Rams. I'll take it here from the 5. Hits that right side, gets all the way down to about the 29, and that's where the Rams will start. So the Stafford pick turns into 7 points for the Eagles, and we'll see if he's able to shake that off. And it does look like, once again, the Eagles jumped way early before that snap was even off. The ball is still in this man's hands, and they're already moving. I mean, it's still on the grass. This is, I don't know. As there's going to be a run here, right side, pickup of about 6 yards. This leads to 2nd and 4. And that's going to be another conversation that we're probably going to see after the game. Because now they're showing it in slow-mo. And these guys are moving before that ball is snapped. No flags are thrown. But, hey, that's check out the replay if you can and look at it yourself. It's kind of crazy. So here we go. 2nd and 4 as Stafford takes a snap. Once again, handoff right side to Williams as he'll pick up another 6 yards and a first down. Shout out to the Ravens. Says, go Birds. Let's go. Shout out to you. Good to see you. I wanted the tush push banned. Well, says when pushing from behind, forward begins, forward progress ends. 1st and 10. I mean, some people call that a false start. Right? But here we go. They go back to the run 3 times in a row as Williams breaking tackles. He'll pick up 12 yards. He's been getting busy against this defense here. Another first down here for the Rams on the run. So the teams are going to complain about the historical play. I'm just saying, if nobody moved until the ball was snapped, we would say that's a legal play. But the problem is they're moving before this ball leaves the ground. And once again, that's what leads to the controversy. As they go back to the run one more time here and picks up maybe a yard. 2nd down. Robert says it is a false start, so why can't the refs call it? Like I said, if it's bad because it sets the stage for, okay, well, why do they get away with the false starts conversation? You got to go back and look at the replay, and then you'll see exactly what I'm saying. So here we go. As Stafford looking, throws high. That's going to be caught by the tight end. This will be a first down. Like I said, if nobody was moving, obviously, that was Nakua. You get the snap off and then everyone starts moving. That's fine, but they're moving early, and I think that's the issue. That's the issue. So Jay, do you think Herbert is going to win a ring on the field or off the field? What? I mean, I'd hope he went on the ring on the field. What? This is going to be thrown incomplete here as the pressure from this Eagles defense. Too much for Stafford. You guys asked me some hilarious questions. Do you think Justin Herbert's gonna win a ring on or off the field? I would like to see him win a ring on the field if he's gonna do it. If he's gonna do it. Says the refs need glasses. They need to call it right then and there. Yeah, it shouldn't be a conversation after the game, right? The play's already over. The touchdown's already there. You can't take it away. You have to address that when it happens. But here we go. 2nd and 10. 3 seconds on the play clock as Stafford quick throw in traffic as this will be caught for about 5 as Nakoa getting back involved here. 3rd down. Shout out to you, Robert. Yeah, man, I thought you guys would like it. Some people were mad at me. Yeah. We know how that goes. But one focus here as far as for Nakoa is he almost dropped that ball, but he reeled it in on the 5-yard catch. 3rd and 5 now, 8 seconds on the play clock as Williams motions. Eagles showing a 5-man rush. Snap is off. Stafford looking, throws short, incomplete. I don't get these kind of plays, right? Someone can like enlighten me. If you need 5 yards and you see that your wide receiver is covered, why would you throw it 2 yards? I don't understand it. This is the second time you've thrown in Bond's area, and he's been right there draped on the defender. I don't get it. So Rams will kick a field goal here. Try and make it a 4-point game. Kick is up. And it is good. Score's now 7-3. Eagles up. Yeah, I just don't get it. You know, you throw towards this man for the second time, and he's completely covered. It's weird. It's weird. No sense. So he might propose. Oh, okay. Well, listen, I mean, you know, isn't that like the standard, right? It's like I feel like that's one of the things that like should happen, right? You're with someone, you've been with them for a while, you know, you're supposed to take that step. That's like the natural order of life. But winning a Super Bowl is a whole nother story. It's a lot easier to be engaged or get married than to win a Super Bowl. That's for sure.
Breaking news. Herbert wins ring pop IRL and kiosk.
Shout out to Furious Storm coming through with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Says Justin Herbert wins a ring pop in real life. What a timeout commercial break, y'all. Not the ring pop. Oh, man. The jokes. The jokes. I'll tell you my early theory. And it's just a theory. It's not even a true prediction. It would be kind of crazy if it got down to the Bills and the Chargers in an AFC championship. I could see it. If Herbert and company can keep things rolling, I do think that it could be that kind of a situation. It's quite possible. Quite possible. Lisa says it makes absolutely no sense, Jay. I don't get it. You need 5 yards, you throw 2. I don't get it. So, Alexa says I think screen variety TV is a good place if you'd like to watch it high quality. I mean, I got Sunday ticket, so you know I don't think you get any more high quality than that, Alexa. I'm just saying. You know, I don't even know if it's in 4K. I'm on watching a 4K monitor. I don't know if they do it in 4K. I mean, it looks pretty clear, so I don't know. But here we go. Here we go. Score 7-3, 4 minutes left in this first quarter. As Lee says, don't sleep on my Chargers. I'm giving them some flowers. Hopefully, they don't prove me wrong this afternoon. As this is going to be a touchback here. They'll take it to the 35, 1st and 10. I'm giving them some flowers. Hopefully, they don't prove me wrong today against Denver. Like I said, it could very well be an interesting matchup for sure. For sure. Says, I'm tuning in because my husband has gun smoke on our giant TV in the den. What is wrong with him? It's got gun smoke on a Sunday at 1? That man going through some things. Go have a conversation with him and see what's going on. Does he have a drink in his hand too? Gun smoke at 1 with all this football? What is going on? All right, here we go. Y'all got me on one today. It's always a good time. Score is 73, 3:55 on the clock left in the first quarter. Eagles have the ball as Hurts, directing traffic here, calls for a motion by Brown. Rams bring 4. Hurts drops back, steps up now, in trouble, gets out of it, hits that right side, and will just throw it away incomplete from the pressure. It's now 2nd and 10. Baker Mayfield taking the Bucs in real soon. I like what they're doing. And a lot of people were saying things about, Baker Mayfield this and Baker Mayfield that, and then he leaves the Browns and he goes on to be successful. Says a lot about the Browns. Shout out to Yolanda for liking the stream. I appreciate you. Thank you for showing the love. Good to see you. So here we go. 2nd and 10 for these Eagles as we're now down to 3:47. 3 seconds on the play clock as we have motion and pressure. Hurts in trouble and he gets sacked. He gets brought down. That is a loss of 6 yards. And that is forward for these Rams, ladies and gentlemen. And Hurts looks frustrated. He's like, where's my blocking? What's going on? How could you let him through? Pressure. Fighting through, shoestring tackle brings Hurts down. That's a loss of 6 yards on the sack. It's going to be 3rd and 18 now. Actually, that was 8 yards. I apologize. 3rd and 18. Wow. Baker Mayfield's exciting to watch. I agree. So here we go. We got a 3rd and long, and they go to Saquon here on the run. He picks up 2 yards, and they will end up punting away on the 3 and out. Back to the Rams. Wow. Quick shout out to Isabella for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Says, I'm really liking the stream. It's good to have something. Welcome. Yeah, it's always a good time. Good vibes. Monday night, Thursday night, Sundays. So, yeah, make sure you lock it in. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Great community. You'll enjoy it. Barry, what up, man? Good to see you. Kickoff back to these Rams. Good kick all the way back to the 26. Turns up the field on that right side and will go down towards the 35. As that where the Rams will start, 1st and 10. Also, shout out to Stanley Williams and Comedy Hustle Gang for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to all the new subscribers. If I did miss your name, I appreciate you all. Says I'm. Wait a second. Scroll down. There we go. All right. Levi better start packing to Cancun. It's like early. Come on, y'all. It's week 3. Relax. We got a lot of football. Speaking of a lot of football. Vikings are up against the Bengals 14-0 in the first quarter. Wow. Steelers are up 7-0 against the Patriots. The Colts are up 10-3 against the Titans. My man Tactical, if you're listening, I don't know what's going on over there. The Jags are up 7-0 against the Texans. The Panthers are up 7-0 against the Falcons. And the Jets and the Buccaneers are tied at 3 apiece. Also, for your Commanders and the Raiders, Commanders up 7-3. And Green Bay and Cleveland are tied at 0 apiece with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. So nobody scored over there. Interesting. There's your scores around the league. Scores around the league. Yes, all the teams are on the hat. All 32. So if I go like this, you'll see some on here, all on the sides, all 32. That's why I got it, because, we stream all 32 teams. So I know people were mad, like, Jay, you got how many teams are on the hat? All 32. So I feel like it's like a really good unified hat. It brings everything together. Everything together. My team's on the hat, y'all team's on the hat, so everybody gets love. There we go. Jay, let me know if you agree or disagree with my red zone coverage on your chat. Not at all. Not at all. The Bills Nas there. I mean, I could take off my hoodie, but like I said, it's a little cold. It's there. You see it? It's right there. Let me do it like this. Pull it back a little bit. Pull it back. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. As Stafford, play actions, quick throw on a screen, and he almost threw another pick, y'all. This is not good. And I don't know if it's, this defense is just a little fast for him, but for some reason, he's definitely throwing in traffic. And this is not what you want to see from Stafford at, as early as it is in the game. But here we go. 2nd and 10. Cooking the wings. As Stafford under center, changing the play. 5 seconds on the play clock. They go to the handoff here. Left side, plenty of space. Cuts back in as he'll get wrapped up by 2 defenders. This will be Corum picking up a first down. About 11 on the run. Stafford is struggling. Yeah, he's definitely having some issues on the pass. The run is basically what's carrying them. For sure. No team is bigger than the shield. I agree. Yeah, we got to get some wings today. That sounds pretty good. Says, what's your prediction tomorrow night, Jay? 45-10 Ravens? I mean, you could say Ravens, but it ain't going to be no 45-10 now. Against the Lions is Stafford. Going high, left side. What a catch. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Devontae Adams. Listen, I got to take everything I just said back. He was struggling on the pass, but he just threw a bomb. He just threw a bomb. Wow. As Adams and Blankenship was going at it, and Stafford just launches one, I do think there's going to be a little bit of a discussion because, I think Adams was pushing off a little bit, but the refs was letting him go at it. So now, after these Rams score, extra point is good. They're going to make it 10-7, and they take the lead. Man. So it's kind of figured that Atlanta would have problems today, figuring their field goal kicker missed twice after the kicker change. First wide left, second kick wide right. Nerves, man. Nerves. Darth, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Sriracha Buffalo or Hot Honey Buffalo? I like the Hot Honey. I'm not a big fan of Sriracha. The Hot Honey, I rock with it, but that Sriracha is like, it's just not for me. Agvi, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, y'all. So we're currently at 74 likes, 74 thumbs up. We need 26 now. 26 more likes, 26 more thumbs up to get to that 100. So if you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate the love and support. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications so way you don't miss a stream. Monday night, Thursday night, and of course, Sunday all day is football day. So make sure you guys lock it in. As Packers moving and going in. Well, finally, I mean, they were stuck at zeros over there. It's kind of crazy. I need some fantasy points. We gotta see what we're doing with the fantasy. Quick timeout commercial break, y'all. We gotta see what we're doing for the fantasy. Oh, it's close. It's close, y'all. It's like a three. We got a 3-point lead over here. We need to create some space. It says, what's your prediction for this one? So I do think that the Eagles had the advantage in this one. I gave them a field goal. That was my prediction. But it could go either way. That's where we are in this one. Shout out to you, Rips World. Says subscribe to you for 3 years. That's loyalty. Let's go. So Jay, if you had to play for any team that was not the Bills, who would it be? Ooh. I'm trying to get out of like the East Coast if I had to make that decision, right? But I'm thinking it'd probably be, and I'm thinking about eras, right? Are we talking, what era are we talking about? Are we talking about the Drew Brees era? Because I'd love to play for the Saints, right? Are we talking about the Brett Favre era? Because then, Green Bay. What are we talking about? As this is going to be kicked back to the Eagles. They will take it to the 17, and that's where they will start 1st and 10. So this is Throwback Day in NFL. Brent Musburger made an appearance on NFL Today. All right. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, there's so many options. You got to give me a scenario. But like I said, I do think, Adams got away with a little bit of a push and end up getting that touchdown. But hey, refs didn't call the false start on the tush push earlier, and they didn't call it a little push off. So here we go. As Hurts throws right side, this is going to be incomplete to Brown. That pass broken up at the last second by Lake on this Rams defense. 2nd and 10 as we're down to 1:12 here in this first quarter. Says Jay wants to be a Jet so he could play in NYC. I mean, no. I mean, like, when's the last time the Jets been relevant? You tell me. So here we go. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 4 seconds on the play clock. They go back to the run here. Barkley up the middle. He has struggled so far. 3 yards on the carry. It's now 3rd and long, as we're now down under a minute. Shout out to you, Eric. What up, man? Amy says, what games you're covering today and what are you covering tomorrow? So obviously this one, I'm thinking about doing the Chiefs and Giants tonight. I got to see what's going on with the kids. But tomorrow night, definitely doing the Lions and the Ravens. Tomorrow night. So here we go. 3rd and 8 for these Eagles. Pressure, and Hurts takes a shot. That is the 2nd sack that he has been brought down on. He did not see it coming. Wow. What a shot on Hurts. He gets brought down in a big way. And this Rams defensive line bringing the pressure and will force the Eagles to punt. 4th and 18. Man. Eli Manning era. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that'd be a cool era to play, if you like the Giants. Without a doubt. Here's my crazy upset of the day. Giants will beat the Chiefs tonight. Chiefs have never beat the Giants at MetLife. Giants are 7-0 against the Chiefs. Ooh. So what conversation are we having if the Giants beat the Chiefs tonight? Right? They're both 0-2. what conversation are we having about the Chiefs if the Giants win? Quick timeout commercial break as we take it to the end of the first quarter. It's just crazy to think about. These are what is it? These are interesting times. I mean, listen, we know I said this at the beginning of the season, and some of you remember, some of you don't. I said that I didn't think the Chiefs would make it to the playoffs. And I had a lot of the Chiefs fans mad at me. Jay, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. If the Chiefs lose to the Giants, my percentage of them not making it to the playoffs not only goes high because of that, but it basically shows that this team is not in sync. They don't have the chemistry. They're just not mentally there. And unfortunately for them, it's going to be the end of the dynasty. And to me, that's the reality of it. So, it says it right now, is the Eagles cheap when they do the tush push every time? I think this pressure that we're seeing from the Rams defense, in which we said it earlier, if the Rams can stop the run, they have a better chance of winning this game. So now you're forcing Jalen Hurts to have to throw the ball, and he's getting sacked. And so this is where I said it becomes a little questionable. This would tell us if the Eagles were actually serious, opposed to being in these close games and being able to get by with the run or with the tush push. So now you force them to throw. Now you're seeing the weaknesses in this offense as the Rams get the ball back with a 3-point lead to start the second quarter. Colts 17, Titans 3. It's crazy. Jay, you see that Patrick and Travis isn't working together? Yeah, I mean, I think Travis is in his own world right now, right? You're with Taylor Swift now. You're basically going down your own path. I think you're thinking about life after football. That's just what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Travis is looking at it like, what's next? I've already won Super Bowls. I've made money. What's next? The hunger is not going to be there as much. And so, unfortunately, I think that's what we're seeing. As the Rams will get the ball back after the punt here, they'll take it down to the 34. There's also a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what that is about. Shout out to Carter. It says, go Eagles. The Eagles have scored 34 touchdowns, adding up to 238 points using the tush push. Wow. That's a stat for sure. There's talks that Travis wants to be traded. No, I just don't think that'll happen. I think he'll retire before that happens. It just doesn't make sense. So the refs are discussing what this flag is. We know the ball is currently at the 34, so we'll see what they call it. I don't think that's going to happen. I think, he'll retire with the Chiefs if it's truly over. But he may have a couple more years left, obviously, depending on, what happens this year. So it looks like some taunting by McCullough. Yeah, it looks like some taunting by both sides. We'll see who they call it on. This may be offset. So they're going to call holding on the receiving team. And that's it. All right. So I think he would be traded. I mean, do you really want to lose all that revenue that you get from the Swifties? That's a real question. So they'll call. So it is offsetting penalties. They'll call McCullough for the offensive holding, and they'll call Brown for unnecessary roughness. So offsetting penalties. 1st and 10 at the 34. So here we go. Handoff, right side, tries to hit that edge, and he does. Still going as Williams has been on this ground moving today. This will be a pick of 14 yards. It's now 1st and 10. So this is very interesting to see, right? The defense has been having trouble with Williams on this running side as he's been having, big gains. But their defense has been stopping Barkley for short ones. So we're seeing a flip-flop here for sure. As Stafford under center, Nakoa motions, 8 seconds on the play clock. They go back to the run once again, and that is going to be a stop as Williams brought down loss of about 3. Bond has been everywhere on the field, right? He got the pick. He's got a couple good stops. He's definitely been balling as well as scores around the league. Let's see. Steelers up now, 14-0 against the Patriots. Steelers handling business down in Foxborough as it's 14 seconds on the play clock here, 2nd and 11. 13 minutes left here in the second quarter. Stafford back in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Pressure. Quick throw on a slant. This is going to be caught as Nakoa picks up about 4 yards. 3rd and 7. Flacco just getting sacked. Says the guy has baby Swift to take care of. That's funny. Chiefs leading runner and passer is Patrick Mahomes. He has no one to play with him. That's tough. He's in the sandbox by himself. 3rd and 7. High throw by Stafford. He's throwing some crazy passes. There's also a flag down on the field, so I'm not sure if he took a shot. But as it seems, they're going to call pass interference. Wow. Okay. So pass interference on the defense. And this will be on Mitchell. He did have a little hold on Adams there. So refs catch that. But I do think that Stafford's throwing a hot ball today. He's been throwing a hot ball for the most part. And I think he's just got to, dial it in a little bit because some of these passes do have the potential to be picked off as we're now down to 13 minutes here in the second quarter. So here we go. Back to the run. And this will be a gain of maybe 3 yards now. 2nd and 10. It says for the Texans. Stingley's out for the Texans. Yeah. The Jets squeak out a field goal 6-3. Okay. So 2nd and 8 for these Rams who have been very good defensively, but Stafford's been having some trouble throwing the ball. He did have the touchdown to Adams, but like I said, he's got to hone it in a little bit more. As Nakoa motions, they go back to the run here, left side, squeaking through and fighting for every yard as this will be a pickup of 11 yards. 1st and 10. Just keep it on the ground. Williams been balling. Whoever's got Williams on the fantasy, you're getting some points today. You're getting some points today for sure. So they're actually going to say, okay, so they did give him the first down. All right, yeah. They give him the first down. Mike Evans touchdown, 10-6. Okay, Bucks. I mean, did anybody expect the Bucks to lose to the Jets? Shout out to you, Tyrone. So here we go. Hand off to the left side. Cuts through once again. Big gain. Picks up another 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3. As I said, this run game by the Rams here has been very, very strong and causing huge problems for this Eagles defense. As good blocking. Very good blocking by this offensive line. 2nd down. CJ Stroud, 10 passing yards in the first half. What? 10? What's going on down in Houston? So 2nd and 3, they go back to the run. Cuts up. Wow. Hey, isn't Corum out of Michigan? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Corum out of Michigan? Him and Williams, what a combination. Both of them, very shifty, fast, know how to make good cuts. Yeah, I thought he was. That's right. Yeah, Corum out of Michigan. They always have some really, really strong backs for sure. So here we go. First and goal. 8 seconds on the play clock. Fakes the run and goes high to Adams, incomplete. It's going to be second and goal. We're down to 10 minutes and 9 seconds in the second quarter. Yeah, shout out to you guys. Yeah, Michigan always have good, reliable backs for sure. I love that program over there. You guys watched college football yesterday? It was crazy. That Auburn game, that was a good one. So here we go. Second and goal. 10 seconds on the play clock. As Stafford under center, changing the play, calls for motion by Nakoa. They go back to the run, hits that right side, and will pick up maybe 3 yards as Williams gets it going again. It's now third and goal. Father Time, what up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Barkley with 4 rushes for 4 yards total. It's like I said, it's been a bad first half so far for Barkley. He's struggled. This defense has been on him. Third and goal. As these Rams are at the 2, Stafford under center. They go back to the run one more time, fighting, and they will punch it in as Williams gets the touchdown for these Rams, but there's a flag down on the field, so hold the phone. Hold the phone. There's a flag. Says, yeah, Michigan gave me a scare. And it looks like they're going to call holding on Shelton. Wow. They're like, wait a minute, we can't have these Rams up like this right now. We gotta call something. I mean, at the goal line, that's kind of crazy. All right. Just punch it in except for the refs. So it'll be third and goal. They'll try to redo it. After the flag, they're at the 11 here. So what do? You go back to Adams? Try to hit him on a slant? Here we go. As Stafford changing the play here, calls for motion. Takes a snap, pressure, looking. Throws left side. Try to get it to Higbee. He wasn't even around the ball. This is what I'm saying. I don't get some of these passes. But with that said, it'll be incomplete to Higbee. They'll end up kicking a field goal here. But the refs coming through in the clutch, saving the Eagles. Because I think with that touchdown, it would have definitely changed some things momentum-wise. So 28-yard field goal. Kick is up. It is good. Score is now 13-7. Quick timeout, commercial break. So there it is. Shout out to Elida. It says right now I'm watching TV. You know what? We're not doing this no more. I'm letting y'all know right now. If I see Screen Variety TV in the chat again, you're getting permanently banned. I see what y'all doing. Y'all been doing it for like a few weeks now. I've been picking up on it, but I ain't really been. So, Wrench Gang, y'all see that Screen Variety TV, just go ahead and ban them. Get them out of here. Just get them out of here. I caught the Washington State game yesterday, and Washington won 58-24. Yeah, that was another interesting one for sure. It says the graphic you were showing wanted the Rams on their own 10-yard line. War, what up, man? What's going on with you? It says refs, yeah, they definitely saved the Eagles there. Definitely. And I seen Shelton made like a tackle So, to be at the goal line and they call holding, I don't know. Like I said, it's just a little interesting. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So, shout out to you, Philip White. I see you holding it down. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. So we're at that 100 likes. I appreciate you. Let's keep it going. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. How about the Canes? I seen it. I've been watching them. It's still so early though. That's the problem. It's so early. Even with the NFL. Jay, who do you got for the Super Bowl? Jay, who do you got for the national championship? It's like it's too early, yo. Everybody looks good or really bad right now. We gotta look at the in-betweens. Right? Who's in the in-between that we sleeping on that's gonna show up come week 5, week 6, and go on that ridiculous run out of nowhere? That's who you gotta pay attention to. Says refs affect games more, though, the calls they don't make rather than the bad calls that they do. Higbee needs to be more involved. I agree. Right? You already know that Adams is going to be, covered, so mix it up. Nakoa, he's been doing his thing, but Higbee has not truly been involved yet, so we'll see how they try to put him in the mix. So here we go. 1-score game. It's 13-7. Rams are up. 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter as the Rams will send it back after the field goal to the Eagles. And this is taken here from the 10, hits that right side and ends up going out of bounds at about the 25 with the flag down on the field. And we'll see what this one is about. Says they could call holding on pretty much every play. That's true. That is true. Father Time, I did. I'm pretty sure I said members of the family. I did say that. Oh, I said it. You know me. I'm always going to take accountability for what I said. I said members of the family. I did say that. I remember saying it. Because I said it with my chest out, just like I say everything else. So we'll see what the flag is about. And they're going to call holding, it looks like, here on the receiving team. So there you go. Says when they make the call, it's affecting the game on a good call that they don't call when things are going the right way. Interesting. Okay. Listen, no matter what how you turn it, they have the ability to change outcomes, especially momentum. So at this point, you've backed up Philadelphia to the 8, and it's now 1st and 10 after that holding call. So here we go. As Hurts under center, Barkley in the backfield. He's had trouble getting the run going. We'll see what he does now as they go right back to him. He gets bumped by his own lineman, and he goes down for a yard. This is not looking good. Just when you thought that Barkley was going to have, another strong game, he's had so many issues getting, a good block or being able to get through, as this Rams line has been taking care of business here as he goes out to the flat, catches it, tries to make a move, stiff arm, not there. He'll pick up 2 yards on the catch. And I'm starting to see now, as far as, what's going on with this offensive play calling from the Eagles, as there's a flag here on the field. A lot of craziness going on. All right, so no flag. They'll pick it up. It's 3rd and 6 now. 3rd and 6. So, yeah. So here we go. 3rd and 6. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second quarter. Scores 13-7. So more female refs? Interesting. Okay. How do you think that'll change the game? 14 seconds on the play clock as we have motion, pressure, Hurts looking, throws high, right side, almost picked off, incomplete, 3 and out. They'll punt it away. 7:55 left in the second quarter. Man, Trent, what up? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Like I said, we're starting to see some of the weaknesses in this offense. And I said that the Rams could be a team that would expose some of these issues with the Eagles, and we're seeing it. If the run's not there, they have no answer as far as on the pass. And it's really wild to me because you went to Brown maybe twice since the first and getting into basically half of the second quarter. I've seen the pass or the ball thrown to Brown twice. You've tried to go to the run to Barkley. It hasn't been there. You try to hit him in the flat. It hasn't been there. You caught Smith for a couple passes. Where the hell is Brown? Where's he at in the rotation? Brown's getting paid all this money, but he's being underutilized. Where's the game plan? So what happens when, okay, Saquon Barkley isn't who we need to focus on this game. Maybe we need to use him as a decoy and throw the deep ball. It's not there. Some questions are being answered in this game. Some questions are being answered in this game. Quick timeout commercial break. Shout out to you, Jennifer. Says subtle notes of a post-Super Bowl collapse. I just feel like I heard that. Like it was like, just imagine like Martha Stewart asking that question. Just some subtle notes of a Super Bowl collapse. Says Ravens have a co-ed cheerleading squad. I've seen that. There's a lot of different teams that were going with like the co-ed cheerleading thing. Says it was almost as bad as Ravens fans after the Bills game. I was going crazy last week when the Broncos lost. I mean, you know how that goes. I do think they're going to have a good game against the Chargers. That's going to be a good one for sure. For sure. Shout out to you, Jennifer. I knew exactly where you're going with it, and I heard it right in my brain. That was funny. Shout out to Amaro. Says, how about the Washington Huskies putting up 59 in Pullman last night, sir? I didn't see that one. I checked out the Auburn game. That was a nice one. That was a good game. But we're not gonna let you skip past your Bears, sir, because you was talking up your Bears in preseason and week 1 a little crazy. You got a little quiet on me, Immortal. I don't like that. I like to see you around. You can't be punching and running away now. I was even giving Caleb some praise, and then he let us down. It's crazy. Crazy. Hopefully they can bounce back against the Cowboys. So here we go. As the Rams will go back to the run here, this will be Corum picking up about 3 yards, maybe 4, second down. Shout out to Kane Williams. It says, thank you, man. Big Rams fan. I don't have a way to watch this, and this is how I'm getting my updates. Shout out to you, Kane. Welcome. No problem, man. Glad to have you here. Always good vibes, always a good time. So here we go. 2nd and 6 for these Rams. They're up 6 with 7 minutes left in this second quarter as Stafford under center at the 50. 8 seconds on the play clock. The Eagles bring everybody as this is going to be thrown here. Cross route for, that is Nakoa. First down. Syracuse. Let's go. What's up? Do you the Matt Stafford to get 1 yard rushing? Do I think Matt Stafford will get 1 yard rushing? Dang, you need 1 yard? Like was like, yo, I need 5. I need 10. You need Stafford to get 1 yard? Dang. As Stafford back in the shotgun, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw here, goes back to that right side. One-handed catch by Adams. And he'll pick it up for a first down. Quick shout out to I Am Music for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to all the new subscribers. If I did miss your name, I appreciate you guys. The Colts had to punt for the first time this year on their 20th drive. That's a record now in the NFL. Oh, okay. Shout out to I Am Music coming through with the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Here we go. 2nd and 6 as they'll go back to the run here with Corum. Hits that edge, and he'll pick up a first down. As this run, like I said, has been working very, very well for these Rams. The defense has been having much trouble. On the flip side, Rams defense been taking care of business against Barkley. You can tell that there was a lot of planning as there's much frustration on this Eagles side as far as moving the ball. We're down to 5 minutes and some change here in the second quarter, 1st and 10. Since I grew up in the Adirondacks, so I was able to go to Syracuse games, which made me orange-blooded. Let's go. They once again will go to a run to that left side there, and it's going to lead to 2nd and 4. How do you think the Lions would do? I got Goff as my fantasy quarterback. Both Ravens and Lions are coming off of significant wins. I think this is going to be one of those defensive battles, and then you'll start to see things pick up maybe in the second half, right? That's what I'm thinking. It very well can, once again, it's just like this. It could go either way, right? Whoever gets the most momentum, able to move that ball, as the Rams will go back to the run here. No gain, it looks like. It's going to be 3rd down. I think your big question is how well Henry does. Because if the Lions can stop Henry, force Lamar to pass, well, that's your better opportunity for the Lions to win the game. On the flip side, you pressure Jared Goff, right? And, you stop Sonic and Knuckles, then, yeah, you're in the same kind of situation. So that's why I said I think it's going to be one of those defensive battles, both sides. It may start off slow and then, start to go quick towards that second half. It's going to be a high throw here to the left side for Adams. It's now 4th and 3, and they'll have to kick a field goal. It's 4th and 3. I say you take a page out of their playbook and go for it. Right? You want to get the win? You want to show some aggression? Tush push. 4th and 3. No, I'm just joking. They're going to take the points. Try to kick a field goal, a 33-yard attempt to try and make it 16-7. So here we go. Kick is up, and it is good. And there it is, 16-7. Rams up with 3 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second quarter. So, all right. They have out of here. It says my high school colors were orange and blue in Attica, so I think I have orange blood too. Okay. I rock with it. Y'all know I'm Florida State Seminoles. Hutchinson, that's what I'm saying. That defense ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. Ward says, Jay, do you think it's time for Milano change? I hate to say it. I think it's over, to be honest. And I think the reality is he's obviously not in his prime anymore. But the injuries are starting to pile up, and he's pushed his body. He's pushed his body to his limits. So, he's had a great career. He gets much respect out of me, but I think he's done. I think between maybe this year or next year, he might be done. So, says, right, I'm nervous. I like the Ravens, but I want to win my fantasy league. Thank you for the thoughts. I'm thinking you're right. Listen, I'm not always right, but I'm right more than I'm wrong. Y'all know. Says the Packers are making me worried. What's going on? Let's get your scores around the league. Vikings are up 17-0 against the Bengals. Steelers are up 14-7 against the Patriots. Colts are up 17-6 against the Titans. The Jags are up 7-3 against the Texans. The Panthers are up 10-0 against the Falcons. Tampa Bay is winning 10-6 against the Jets. You've got the Raiders and the Commanders tied at 10 apiece. And you've got Green Bay up 3-0 against the Browns with 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Yeah, if you're a Green Bay fan, you're worried right now because you should be beating the Browns by at least 3 touchdowns. At least. Now, if this game can stay that close, then you have a situation where the Browns find themselves an opportunity to come down and score, and they win the game. We're going to have some questions for Green Bay. So here we go. After the field goal, kickoff back to the Eagles as this was muffed. And the Eagles will go down at the 14, maybe the 13, 1st and 10 with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Says we love him. Too much money to keep paying for injuries. I agree. Shout out to you, Matt. Jay, right more than wrong reason. Rams got some D going on. That Philly D talk so far. Yeah. Shout out to you, Jennifer. I don't like doing that. I just laugh in the back of my mind about what's going on with Green Bay. I don't got to say no names. Here we go. 1st and 10. As Hurts under center. Play action. Quick throw on a screen. And this is going to be Barkley getting wrapped up for no gain. Once again, loss of 2 yards. And it's going to be 2nd down. Barkley has had no answer, no way to make a play. And there's also a flag here, so we'll see what this is about. We'll see if the refs throw him a bone. Personal foul. As it looks like this is going to be a chop block. It gets worse. This is on hands to the face. This is on Brown. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's going to be 2nd and 17. That'll push Philly back to the 7. Unnecessary roughness on Brown. And here we go. 2nd and 17. So, Eagles in an I form. Rams showing a 5-man rush. Brown motions. They go to the run with Barkley. Tries to spin out of it. He picks up a yard. This is so crazy to watch, right? Someone who's so talented, someone who could easily get you 5, 6, 7 yards on a run. He has been stopped time after time on this run. All right, we'll switch it up. We'll throw it out to the flat. This Rams defense has been closing out very fast and stopping everything involving Barkley. Quick shout out to NO Vouch for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. 3rd and 16, 3 seconds on the play clock. Hurts goes back to the run with Barkley, cuts up. He'll pick up about 6 this time. And I think this would be the biggest run he's had, but it's still a 3 and out. And they'll punt it away. I called on Brown to show up, and he did it in the wrong way. It's crazy. Wow. Says, Jay, you got to see the clip of the block by Geno Smith today. Was it nice? I'll check it out. Does Barkley spend too much time golfing? That's crazy. Wow. All right. Chosen One says, let's go Rams. I see you, bro. Yeah, listen, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's just, some chemistry stuff. I don't know if they just weren't ready. But I'll tell you this, if adjustments aren't made and the Rams are to put some more points on the board before halftime, it's going to be some big problems for the Eagles, for sure. Quick shout out to TRXZ for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Quick little timeout. Commercial break. As Asian Persuasion says, go blue and gold, horns up. Let's go. Leon says, let's go Rams. It says, interesting clip of Gino. We'll say that. He's wild. Listen, Gino was mad last week. He was like, listen, I got to do something. I can't be going out like this. I got to do something. With that said, we're currently at 130 likes. Our next goal is going to be 200. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We just need 70 of you to hit that thumbs up button so we can get to our next goal of 200 likes. I do appreciate the love and support. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss a stream. Monday night, Thursday night, and of course Sunday, football days, so make sure you guys lock it in. We currently have 481 votes, 58% for the Eagles. I don't know. Jennifer says, laughing at everyone that put the Eagles above Buffalo on the rankings. So for me, it was Bills, Green Bay, Eagles. There was people that said Eagles, Bills, Green Bay, different variations, right? And I said, okay. There were some people who were still putting the Chiefs in like the top 5. And I'm like, listen, I get it, but then I don't. It's like the top 5. It's kind of crazy. But like I said, in this kind of game, there were going to be questions answered. The game is not over yet, right? But if the Eagles don't come back and win, there is going to be a lot of questions. And there's obviously going to be a lot of tape that the teams will be able to use moving forward. Quick shout out to Christopher coming through with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $2 donation. Let's go. Says, I feel like they would have gave them a better game in the playoffs had it not been a blizzard. Thanks for the information on the game. No problem. So, yeah, Rams get it back. Minute 52 on the clock, 1st and 10. They have it at the Eagles 48.
My Bears will bear down today, sir. Bear emoji, down arrow emoji.
So here we go. Handoff, left side, breaking tackles. And once again, a 12-yard pickup for Williams. He has been eating all game. Shout out to Immortal coming through with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $5 donation. I want to see him bear down. I want that to be a good game. As Stafford here, short throw, fits it over to Adams. That's a pick of about 7 yards. 2nd and 3. I want to see him. Like I said, I think the Bears have an interesting team. I think they have a good team. I just think, Caleb Williams has to stop playing hero ball, right? Stay focused, stay poised, don't do too much. And, he might have a chance, but that defense got to step up too, for sure. As they go back to the run here, and it looks like no gain. This will be a loss of maybe a yard. 3rd and 3 for these Rams. Says Pat's going in. Ooh, what's the score now? Oh, I got to go back. My bad. I'm tripping. There we go. Okay, yeah, so Pat's looking like they may tie it up, try to make it 14-14. It's 3rd and goal at the Steelers 2. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 2, 13 seconds on the play clock. Stafford under center. Williams in the backfield. Nakoa motions. Play action. Looking. Stafford throws high. Incomplete. Try to fit it to Nakoa. And this will lead to another field goal. It's 4th and 2. Go for it. Let's see if McVay gets aggressive. I don't think he will. He's going to take the field goal. Steelers defense messing up. Figures it would fall apart. So now we got a 46-yard attempt. And we'll see if they can make it 19-7. This kick is up. And he has been on the money all game with the field goals. So there it is. 19-7. So there's some work cut out for you. Eagles have some work cut out for them. That was really close, too, to the left goalpost. Still gets it in. So 19-7, 10 seconds left in this second quarter. So there you go. It says, Jay, who's your favorite player growing up? Mine was John Mackey. It's always a mix for me. It's always a mix, right? My favorite quarterback was Jim Kelly, but my favorite all-around players were Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. It was always like those two, but more so Joe Montana, because Joe Montana had to throw the ball to Jerry Rice for Jerry Rice to catch it. So it was Joe Montana. So the Rams will kick it away. This will be a touchback. Eagles will take it at the 35, 1st and 10. Shout out to you, Jeff King. Legendary Jeff King in the building. Says Danny Dimes finding his groove with the Colts. Go get it, Danny. They showed him earlier. They made like a little video. He had chains and he had the DD chain and he was in a Ferrari and all. It was pretty cool. It's good to see him having a whole new refresh on his career with the Colts. I like it. You know, a lot of people hated on that man in New York, and we know how New York is. New York can really tear you up if you don't got thick skin. So you know, watching him get out of New York and flourishing, it's pretty good. It's pretty good for sure, without a doubt. So, shout out to Leon, says Marshall Falk. Okay, I see you. Let's go. Jay Sherry says, howdy. Tell Sherry I said, what up? Let's go. Working at the Pull You Up Fair again. Today is the last day, 22 days straight. Tell Sherry I said, hey. Glad to hear from her. Let's go. Says, you got to score a touchdown to beat the Rams. When you've got running at the top of your game plan against every team, eventually somebody is going to game plan against you to stop it. And if you have a good defense or a good quality elite defense that's able to do that, you get what's happening to Saquon Barkley today. You not getting up the middle. You not hitting the edge. We don't care if you catch it out in the flat. Go ahead, keep throwing it out to the flat. You're going to lose 2 yards each time. And that is exactly what this Rams defense has been able to do to this Eagles team. And now on the flip side, right, Stafford hasn't been, too good in the past. He's had some moments where he got the touchdown to Adams. He's moved the ball around. We haven't seen much from Higbee, though. But when I say the running, the mix of Williams and Corum, balling. Huge chunks of yards, 7 yards, 10 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards. This running game, I think, for the Rams has been slept on, because now the question is, okay, is the Rams running game just that good, or is the Eagles defense that bad? And like I said, we're going to have some questions that will be answered depending on how this game goes towards the end. For sure. So with that said, y'all, it's halftime. We'll take a quick break, get some snacks, get rehydrated, and I will see you back momentarily.
I'm floating on the dance floor tonight. Yeah. The feeling in my system feels right. 'Cause I came here to dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 dance the night away. Dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 dance the night away. I'm floating on the dance floor tonight. Yeah. The feeling in my system feels right. 'Cause I came here to dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 dance the night away. Dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 dance the night away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime is about over. Score is 19-7. Rams have the lead as we head into the second half. We spoke about adjustments needed to be made. Sorry, I'm just flabbergasted as far as what's going on with these Eagles. But we talked about certain things that needed to happen as far as with this Eagles team in the second half. Focusing on the pass, right? Getting out of this, hey, we're going to keep trying to run even if it's not working. Mixing it up a little bit. Maybe getting Hurts on some draws, right? We haven't seen Hurts try to really step up on the run either. It's okay, we'll go to Barkley. If it doesn't work, then we'll try to throw it out to him in the flat. If that doesn't work, then we'll go to Smith. I think Brown was maybe targeted 2 or 3 times, right? So you're going to have to find something on the pass. Don't just go with the, hey, we're going to keep going with the run no matter what, because it has not been working. So here we go. Rams will send it to these Eagles to start the second half. Kick is off. As once again, this is muff. That's happened 3 times now. And this will be taken down at the 8. There's a lot of things wrong with this Eagles team today. Special teams, the run. Wow. All right, so they'll take it at the 10, actually. They'll have it at the 10 as it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They got to get something going here, something working in this second half. So here we go. Right? Needs better be had. Here we go. 1st and 10 as Smith motions. Hurts takes the snap, pressure, quick throw, gets it over to Barkley. He'll pick up maybe 3. on the catch. It's now 2nd and 7. So once again, right back to Barkley. I mean, I get he is a significant piece of this offense, but for some reason they just feel like they have to rely on him, and I think this is the biggest problem in this game and why they're down. As we have a play action, Hurts looking, he gets brought down, and that ball is fumbled, and I think this is Rams ball. Wow. Wow. Rams will have it. They will take over at the 10. What a pop from behind, as that is a fumble by Hurts. Rams take it over. My goodness. Says Jay, who wins in the fight, Predator or Chewbacca? Oh, Predator. Come on now. I mean, Chewbacca's nice, but Predator's got all that technology and, you know, he could put that cloak on and go invisible. Chewbacca wouldn't see him coming. It's over. Just Predator all day. All day. So the Rams will take it over at the 10. 1st and goal. This is looking brutal right now. 14 minutes in this third quarter, and the Rams have the ball at the 10 after the fumble by Hurts. He was hit from behind. And now Stafford will take over under center. Nicole motions, play action, quick throw. This is going to be caught. Right side, walk-in touchdown. Williams for the Rams. Wow. Making it look easy. As Jeff says, they're eating up the cornbread today. You gonna eat your cornbread? Rams eating the cornbread today, y'all. They taking it. They taking it and eating it. No questions. No questions. All answers. As Williams everywhere on the field, pinning the extra point, this score is going to be 26-7. And the Eagles have had no answer for Williams on the other side of the field. Quick shout out to the GOAT Kirkland for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. As McVay is in good spirits, hyped up, happy, ready to go. Lisa says touchdown coming LA's way, 26-7. Matt says, wow, Eagles are going down the power rankings. Listen, there's a reason why I didn't have them number one. And I mean, well, you know, Sid J and Saquon Barkley. I'm like, listen, when I tell you this is why I had them number 2. So consequences and repercussions. Emmanuel, what up, man? What's going on with you, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Rams are a second half team. Well, I mean, you know, 26-7, right? You've turned this into a 2-score game. Well, you know, basically 2.5-score game. You know, I think at this point, if you're the Eagles, you got to start working on that pass. I've said it since the second quarter. I've said it before we even started this third quarter. And so now by forcing Hurts to pass, he's almost like a deer stuck in the headlights because I don't think they planned for it. I think they're like, you know what? We got the run going. If we can't get the run, we'll throw it out to the flat to Barkley. It's been the Barkley show. And for some reason, it's almost like you can tell that Hurts really doesn't either trust his receivers because they haven't built up any cadence, or he's scared to throw it to him. And to be honest, it really doesn't make much sense to me because this should be planned. This should be the game plan. Hey, if the run isn't working, we have to be able to throw to our receivers. And it's not happening. Absolutely wild. Shout out to you, Broden. Says Vikings game is atrocious. Defense has 3 fumble recoveries, 2 touchdowns, 1 sack, 1 interception. What is happening to the Bengals without Burrow? I mean, look at Minnesota, 31-3 against the Bengals. 31-3. I mean, I don't care if Burrow ain't in there. It's supposed to be something other than 3 on that board. And you mean to tell me New England didn't score? They was like first and goal? What is going on? Colts are up 20-6. This is looking crazy. Tampa Bay's up 20-6 against the Jets. Commanders up 20-10 against the Raiders. And Green Bay still has 3 on the board to 0 against the Browns. It's 2nd and 18 over there. Some weird stuff going on in the league, y'all. Some weird stuff going on in the league. And I got some vacuuming upstairs going. So here we go. Don't mind me, y'all. I apologize. So if you're going for anybody but the Buffalo Bills this season, don't be betting. Bengals suffering from the 4 turnovers. It's tough. Very tough. Kid Korea, what up? What's going on with you? So, can she hurry up? Dang. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. As Hurts takes a snap. Pressure. Quick throw. Left side. That's going to be caught by Brown. First catch of the game. As he picks up about 9. They're going to say it's 2nd and 2. Kid Korea, what up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's a Kirby. It's a Kirby. So here we go, 2nd and 2. As Hurts, they go back to the run here, and Barkley will pick up 3 yards, and this will be the first down he's gotten in this game on a 3-yard run. 1st and 10. So it's the sound most men don't hear. If you ain't hearing that sound, you most likely picked the wrong one. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Jeff, says they're falling apart. The men said right there and then that when they announced Joe was out for 3 months, we're going half speed because we're going home in December. It's like, all right, Joe's gone. Yeah, just forget it. Just go out there, collect your paycheck, try to avoid getting injured. But, you don't got to go all out. You don't got to try to win. Just, let them do whatever they want to do with us. 2nd and 3 for the Eagles. As Hurts now is going to keep it on the run, and he'll pick up a 1st down. And there's also a flag. I think this is going to be a late hit. I think Hurts gave himself up. And so now the tide is turning a little bit here. We'll see what they call. No, they're going to call holding. This is bad. I'm thinking that, they're going to throw the Eagles a bone. They call holding on the Eagles on Dickerson, and that's going to take them back 2nd and 13 to the 29. Crazy. A normal homie says, I'm praying that LA doesn't win this. I need it for my fantasy team. Man, I don't know what to tell you on that one, brother. So here we go. 2nd and 13, 15 seconds on the play clock. Hurts takes the snap, pressure, looking, throws high, right side, and that is caught by Brown. What a catch. Finally, something to spark this team. I said you needed to get him involved, and they do. And what a one-handed catch. The concentration there. I don't think he bobbled at the end. Let's see here. He's got control. He kept control. What a catch by Brown. Wow. What focus. That's going to be 38 yards for A.J. Brown. 1st and 10. As Hurts now going back to the throw. Over the top. Walk-in touchdown. Goddard, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is. Couple passing plays. What did I say? Get the pass going, right? They get the pass going finally. A.J. Brown with a huge pickup. Dallas Goedert, nobody's back there. The safety's missing. Almost wide open, and Goddard in for the touchdown. And now these Eagles will strike, making it 26-14 with 11:38 in the third quarter. 2 plays and they in it. 2 plays and they in it. Extra point is up. It's good. Score is now 26-14. So there you go. Someone upstairs heard Jada like, you know what? We got to start throwing this ball. Get A.J. Brown in the mix. You know, stop pushing it to Barkley every time. Stop going to the wishing well. You only got so many wishes over there. Scores 26-14. 11:38 left in the third quarter. Quick timeout commercial break. So there it is. The spread in this game was 3.5. Eagles were favored. Over under was 46.5. Ward says, try a fake or something, right? Just do something different. We don't like seeing this. Just do something different. And try to avoid the sack. So timeout. Timeout. Yeah, the spread was 3.5. And I think that made sense because like I said, this could have been a game where, you know, it would go either way. It's just I don't think the Eagles expected the Rams to have a true plan for that run. So yeah, the Vikings are taking the Bengals to the woodshed. 34-3. I mean, the Colts and the Titans, the Colts are up 27-6, and the third quarter just started. I mean, they could easily turn that into 40. Man, shout out to the Titans fans. It's got to be brutal what's going on over there. Brutal. The Panthers are up, though, which is very interesting. 17-0 against the Falcons. Panthers. Commanders still up 20-10. And Green Bay is up 3-0. 3rd and 7 at the Browns 19. So we'll see how that pans out. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. All right, timeout commercial break, y'all. We're currently at 162 likes. Next goal is going to be 200, so make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate the love and support. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss a stream. Let me check my fantasy real quick. What's going on with the fantasy? How we doing? Ooh, we up at like 18 points, y'all. As the Rams will get it back after the kickoff, and they'll take it to, it looks like the 27? No, 31. There it is, 31. Yeah, so I'm 18 points up. 59% for the win. I like what I'm seeing. I got the Packers D too. They getting your boy Jake some points. We got 14 points on the defense. That's how you know you get the dub. So here we go. 1st and 10, quick throw. Right side. This will be caught for a nice first down. About 13 on the catch and run as Nakua getting back involved. Stafford, 9 of 18, 107 yards. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Stafford doing Stafford things. This is why the Colts are so real with Danny Dimes, 27-6. I mean, listen, I said it before. You take a quarterback out of a certain situation, you put him in another one, and they thrive. What does that say about your team? As this is going to be a handoff here, right side, pickup of maybe 5 yards. As Williams gets it going, 2nd down. Danny Dimes looks legit. I bet Giants fans regret that he is gone. But see, you know what the problem is? He didn't have a good offensive line with the Giants. For some reason, Barkley didn't have that renewed spirit that he has now with the Eagles. Barkley was good, but like I said, when you take certain people out of situations and put them in a different one, they have that new light, that new shine. They have that new oil, right? And it makes them want to play better, it makes them want to do better, a new environment. And that's what you see sometimes. As it's now 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Says wasn't just Danny Dimes, it was also Saquon. Funny thing is, when Saquon got traded, or not, when Saquon left and went to the Eagles, Saquon actually told Danny to get out of there. Go back and check the interview. It's kind of funny. So here we go. 3rd and 2. 8 seconds on the play clock. We're down to 9:30 left in the 3rd quarter as pressure for Stafford gets out of it, rolls left, going to keep it himself, and he's going to be short, but he does pick up a yard. No, they didn't pick up a yard. He didn't give him the yard. That is so crazy. Stafford's really slow, y'all. I know he was slow, but just watching it now, it's like he's really slow. As they're going to call it 4th and 2 at the 49. So they'll punt it away now. And they'll let their defense get back to work. As this will be a fair catch taken here at the 13. 1st and 10. So it'd be so funny if the Giants beat the Chiefs tonight. Yeah. Like I said, there's going to be some conversations had today for certain games, without a doubt. Stafford is slow because his bones ain't like they used to be. Listen, I know. Y'all know I play basketball on Thursdays. I was at the court last Thursday. Woof. Went up, did the layup. I jumped a little too high. I was surprised. I was like, oh, I still got it. When I came down, it was like, ooh. I can still run though. I got my win. But I can still jump, but I shouldn't be jumping as high as I used to. And so I can't do all that jumping no more. Jeff King says he's slow as hell. Just watched the video of that woman falling off the stage at the Super Bowl parade. My man was a statue. That's crazy. Leon says, same here. Landing is the hard part. Yeah, it's it's just wild. Everything else is good, but this left knee, if I come down the wrong way, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. Timeout, commercial break. Good thing Carolina is up 17-0. Bucks going to need it, even though we're going to beat the Jets like it's an NFL versus high school game. I'd say there's a lot of that going around today. Colts, Vikings. It's looking real college today. It's looking real college today. Tampa Bay, 20-6. Rams got 26. Philly got 14. Right? Everybody trying to put up 50 points a game. Looks like the over is going to hit on a lot of stuff. Man, I got to go back and look at each one. But if the over was anywhere near like 40, most of these games are going to hit it. So, told you shoot the 3 and last longer. Listen, that's what I've been working on. I've had to change my whole like gameplay. I've been working on my set shot, So I'm so used to the jumper, it's like, nope, let's work on the set shot. Shout out to you, Cody. I appreciate you, bro. So here we go. Back to the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 13 as Hurts takes a snap. Pressure. will throw it high and away, trying to avoid the sack there. It's going to be 2nd and 10 with 8:37 on the clock. Who's your favorite NFL team? Bills Mafia, bro. Bills Mafia. The Skyhook. Yo. I haven't done the Skyhook since, man. Wow. I think the hook left my game in like the early 2000s, yo. That's when the hook was just, all right, we ain't doing the hook no more. This is going to be thrown here right side to Brown. Broken up by this Rams defense. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Does that feel the same way? Don't bounce like you used to? Yeah, that's like I said, got to work on your set shot and, you know, can't be twisting and all that kind of crazy stuff like you used to. The problem is the brain moves faster than the body as you get older, and that's what you have to adjust to. You got to adjust to the brain. So here we go. 4 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 10. Pressure. Hurts looking. Throws high. That's going to be caught by Smith. Big catch, and they needed it. And that's going to be a huge first down for these Eagles. Yeah, man. Without a doubt. All right, so big catch by Smith as Hurts having just enough time in there to find an open Smith. And they'll get down to the 29, 1st and 10. As Smith motions, Hurts takes a snap, pressure, looking. Little check down here, picks up about 6 yards, as that is to Dotson. 2nd down. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. So at this point, right, you're seeing the Rams defense getting a little, slowing down a little bit now, right? 2nd and 3. As now they fake the run, quick throw. That's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 3. There's also a flag. Now I'm assuming this may be on the defense. We'll see here. This could be a hold on the Rams. So now the tide's changing just a little bit, y'all. Just a little bit. And I think there may be a hold here. So let's see what the call is. Says if you twist, you're going to shout. Yeah. So 1st and 10, they're going to call the penalty on Kinshins. It's actually necessary roughness. And that's going to push Philadelphia to the 49 on the Rams side. 1st and 10. So here we go. The Lions and Ravens, Ward, tomorrow night. 10 seconds on the play clock. Now they go back to the run with Barkley. Hits that right side, hurdles as he picks up 9 yards on the carry. Gets a good block. It's now 2nd and 1. So when I twist, it sounds like a bag of Ruffles. You like wake up, you get that early crack, as soon as you get out of bed. 2nd and 1, you just feel your bones start popping. It's crazy. 2nd and 1, 13 seconds on the play clock. Play fake as Hurts looking. Throws to the left side. Wide open. Nobody over there. As this will be a pickup of about 5 as Mechie gets the first down. So now you're mixing it up, right? I like what I'm seeing from this offense. You're mixing it up. You're finding Brown. You're finding Smith. Everyone's making plays. Barkley gets involved. 1st and 10. Here we go. We're down to 6 minutes and 15 seconds in this 3rd quarter. As the Rams show a 5-man rush, they go to the handoff here. Barkley hits that right side strong, he'll pick up 12 yards. And that's going to lead to another Eagles first down. So the tide is turning. I can feel it. Should have put that hammer down, LA. And listen, I said a couple times, maybe it would have made sense for them to go for it on a 4th and 2, right? Play the Eagles at their game. But they chose to kick it away and, let the defense work, as Barkley will take this here and go down, picks up about a yard, 2nd and 9. So, I think McVay said, you know what? I have faith in my defense. We're going to punt it away. And, we'll let them work at it. So, but now the issue is Eagles are finding a way to move this ball. So who's going to make that play? Who's going to make a stop? That is the question for the Rams. 2nd and 9 as Hurts takes a snap here. Pressure. Quick throw to the middle, as this is going to be Smith. And he picks up about 6. It's going to be 3rd and about 4. 3rd and 4. Shantae, what up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Let's go. We're at 174 likes, y'all. We need 26 more to hit 200. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We need 26 of you to hit that thumbs up. Help us get to that 200 like mark. Here we go. 3rd and 4. 10 seconds on the play clock. Hurts takes a snap. Pressure. Looking left. Throws. And that will be caught for a first down to give him forward progress, as Smith will pick up about 6 yards. I feel a Hurts run coming. That may be in the game plan. It's going to be 1st and goal, actually. They'll be at about the 9. Or are they going to say he's short? Really? So he came back. Okay, he came back for that ball. They're going to say he's short, so you know what's coming next. And it looks like he most likely got it. It's right at the line, but he did get it. 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Says you can stand in front of the stationary boulder all day, but once it starts rolling, you get out the way. You better move. What do they say? If you see the tornado, it looks like it's just staying still, it's coming towards you. 1st and goal. Here we go. As Smith motions. They go to the run here with Barkley, and he goes nowhere. Gain of maybe a yard. It's now 2nd and goal. So we're down to 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and goal. Shout out to you, George. What up, man? Happy Sunday. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the wrench gang in the house. 2nd and goal. We're also 12 away now from that 200 likes, 200 thumbs up. We need 12 more to get to 200. Here we go. 3 seconds on the play clock. Hurts back in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Pressure. Throws high. End zone. That's going to be caught by Brown, ladies and gentlemen. A.J. Brown with the Eagles touchdown. And there it is. It's a little interesting now. Just a little interesting now. 1-score game. Just that fast. We got a lot of football left. Oh, I have Brown in the fantasy too. Look at that. Ooh. What do we got? Oh, we up by 22 now. 22. All right, A.J. Brown with 16.1 points. So there it is. Kick is up. It is good. Got ourselves a 5-point game, 26-21. It's about to get real, y'all. It's about to get real. Quick timeout commercial break. As far as the votes go, what are we at? 730 votes, 56% for the Eagles holding it down. Says, thank you, Philly, for preventing me from the brink of losing my sanity. We're 9 likes away, y'all, from hitting 200. Make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday is football day, so make sure you guys lock it in and subscribe. Tighten up my mic. What are we doing here? All right, we should be good. Should be good. All right, cool. Yeah, that was a good drive. Not the UPS commercial. What can Brown do for you? He can get these points in the fantasy. That's what he can do. Also on fantasy, I got Myers too, but Myers, he been playing around, man. Myers ain't been really doing much. Geno ain't been able to link up with him at all, and that's just sad. I think Myers might try to get up out of there. You know who came through for me this week though? Dalton Kincaid. He was projected to have like 8 points. He got 17.6. So excited about that. I got Montgomery left. I got Williams left. I got CeeDee Lamb left. So yeah, I'm liking this week. This week's looking pretty good. 62% on the projections. Don't talk bad about Myers. I'm not talking bad about him. Geno better throw that man the ball. That's all I'm saying. Get that man the ball. Got ourselves a game. Scores around the league, y'all. Minnesota up 34 against Cincinnati. Steelers still up 14-7, but it looks like the Patriots may score a field goal here. Colts are up 27-13 against the Titans. Jags are up 10-3 against Houston. Panthers are up 20-0 against the Falcons. Tampa Bay is up 23-6 against the Jets. Commanders are up 27-10 against the Raiders. See what I'm saying? It's crazy. Green Bay is up 10-0 against the Browns. And there are your scores around the league, y'all. There it is. Eric says Rams ain't all that. Laugh out loud, their defense. Here we go. The defense is doing good in the first half now. That's a fact. They started to slow down, but they were doing good in the first half. Quick shout out to you, Eric, for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. This is the closest game, I guess. Yeah, I mean, the Pittsburgh and the New England game is pretty close. But yeah, it's right about there. Them and the Steelers and Patriots. They're the two close games right now. Everything else is pretty one-sided. As the Eagles will send it back to the Rams with 2:16 left in the third quarter. Takes it to that right side and goes down at about the 30. 1st and 10 for Stafford and company as they come back out on the field. Yeah, this and the Steelers and Patriots game are the closest games points-wise. Everything else, like I said, is pretty lopsided. Maybe besides Green Bay and Cleveland, because they're 10-0. If Cleveland could put up something, it could be close. Something. Shout out to B. Smith. Eagles will be done with tush push, take away about 1/3 of your offense, plus about 7 possessions you get for cheating. You're all done after this year. It's just like, yo. It's like you take away that tush push, they're done. It's over. The owners came together, they made a decision, they said, hey, we're not going to ban it. And like I said, Schefter, he's been very vocal about it, which is really interesting. He's been very vocal, very upset about it. And, I've been watching some of the replay as far as with the false start situations. And, they've been moving before that ball is snapped. And so that does give you an advantage, right, to the defense who isn't moving until the ball lifts from the ground. That's an issue, and that's just the reality of it. That's not, any bias. That is exactly what's going on. It should be called a false start. and it's not. So there you go. There you go. Eagles could do a normal quarterback sneak and do almost the same. I mean, I guess. But you wouldn't know unless, you stop having someone push him and then he tries to do it. So here we go. Second and 6 for these Rams. There's going to be a timeout called here as well. Minute 31 on the clock in this third quarter. 5-point game, timeout. Patriots tied it 14-14 against the Steelers. All of the fourth quarter left in that game. I was going to say, technically, the Jags and the Texans game is close, too. It's 10-3 there. It's the third quarter. So there's still a lot of football left for sure. A lot of football left. Without a doubt. So there, shout out to you guys for getting us to that 200 likes. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. On our road to 74,000 subscribers. If you have not, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. What are we at here? All right, perfect. 2nd and 6, Stafford under center. Play action, rolls out, right side, in trouble, and we'll throw it over to, I thought that was Adams, but it is not. And I can't see it now. Okay. Whittington. Yeah, Whittington, as it's now 3rd and 7. Loss of 2 yards. Jay, who do you have? San Francisco versus AZ? Took the 49ers. In a close one by a field goal. 3rd and 7. Pressure. Quick throw. This is caught as Nakoa. Wow, what a catch. And it looks like he dove for the first. So we got to see where the knee was because it's very close. It is very close. But Stafford throws a dart in traffic, gets rid of it. And that ball was actually tipped. And Nakoa just reels it in. Good hands. And picks up a first down. San Fran too banged up. You'll be surprised. That's all I'm saying. Let that defense figure some things out. Make it a little interesting. Panthers on the way, 20-0. Y'all know I've been writing off the Panthers all season, so I'm very surprised. Very surprised. I think they're going to give them this, though. This should be a first down. But it looks like it's going to be challenged by the Eagles. So I tried to watch Kyler Murray's pregame warm-up on YouTube, and my man needs to put some clothes on. He's getting interviewed while getting a massage. You know what's fun? Kyler's like, he's one of the loudest, quietest quarterbacks I've ever seen. If that makes sense, right? He's one of the loudest, quietest quarterbacks I've ever seen. Like he's chill, but then like you'll hear about something like super ridiculous and you're like, really? It's funny. It's funny. Jonathan Taylor touchdown leading in the NFL. I'm about to check that out. 34-13 over there. Colts, man. Are the Colts like in position to really do something this year now? Right? We know it's week 3. Somebody, Jay, it's week 3. Yes, it's week 3, but we always talk about projections and all this other stuff. So the question now is, are the Colts in some kind of a conversation of being good? Right? We wouldn't include them in the great conversation, but what about the good conversation? Right? There's still a lot to prove in significant moments and significant games. The Titans, they've been terrible. Cam Ward is still, trying to get his footing and developing, right? And that defense over there in Tennessee has not been worthy of being called elite at all. So where do they fit in the good realm? Ward says no. Jose says that's a catch. I agree. Edwin says that's a catch. I agree. Between the Panthers, Jets, Bears, divided. Listen, I don't hate. I just call it what it is. Call it what it is. We know what's going on with the Jets, right? As this here, yeah, that's a catch. He has control. The ball never hit the ground. That's a catch. And what a hell of a catch at that. This should be first down. Let's see what they call it. All right. Rams won the challenge. First down. So there it is. Colts win their division. Okay. So here we go. Play action. High throw to the middle of the field as that's caught by Nakoa. He gets another big first down. Out there balling right now. Says poor Irsay dies this year. His team starts doing well. Yeah, that is kind of crazy. But I guess his daughter's like doing the micromanage thing, right? She's doing like the micromanage thing where she's on the sideline. She's hearing the plays being called. She's got the headset on. Could that be why they're doing better? Could the daughter have, changed up the culture a little bit and now they're doing better? As there's a flag on the field here after the big catch. So let's see what's going on here. Vikings are hot. I think JJ was definitely a breath of fresh air. As they'll call Nakoa for taunting. Okay. You can't flex? Really? They'll call Nakoa for taunting because he flexed? What is going on here? They're like, all right, we haven't thrown a flag in a while. Well, we got to throw it for something. Like, what? It's crazy. All right, here we go. It's 1st and 10. Stafford under center. They go with the sweep to Nakoa left side as he will pick up about 6 yards. It's now second down. Second down. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Says Eagles need some good home cooking. I need some good home cooking. We got to figure it out. You know what? I might make peach cobbler today. That's what I'm going to do. I'm making peach cobbler. I'm going to get some Cornish hens, some mashed potatoes, and green beans. There it is. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to Whole Foods right after the game. Shout out to you. You just put it in my brain and it's right there. See, that's how ideas work. When somebody gives you something and you run with it, you're like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Let me do this, and this, and I got it all figured out now. And I was sitting there wondering, I was like, should I order? I don't want to order again. Let me go and head to Whole Foods, get this Cornish hens, these chickens, mashed potatoes, some Yukon Golds, organic green beans, and make a peach cobbler. There it is. There it is. Says, what a joke. Refs helping Eagles. What a joke. Like I said, I don't like the taunting call. It was kind of crazy. So, really, faces on fire? I'd hope so, right? Says, you might have answered this, but this is the only game you're doing today. Yeah. Tomorrow night, we'll be back to Lions and Ravens. Tomorrow night. And some yams. Yeah, I mean, if I wasn't gonna do the peach cobbler, I'd make yams, but I'm doing the peach cobbler with the organic peaches. Shout out to y'all. We're at 210 likes. Next goal is 250. We need 40. 40 of you to hit that like, hit that thumbs up. And we'll hit 250 likes. You can do it. I believe in you, just like you believe in me. We need 40 more likes, 40 more thumbs up to hit 250. Let's make it happen. Quick timeout, commercial break. Score is 26-21. 5-point game. Rams have the ball at the 48 as we're wrapping up the third quarter, heading into the fourth. Organic peaches are underrated. Listen, if you ain't had an organic peach, go try it. Go try it. Leon says, yeah, a lot of sugar. Well, that's why you got to find the balance. Right? You got to find the balance. That's why when you do your recipe, you can manage how much sugar you're doing. But when you go buy it from the store, you can't manage how much sugars, they put in at the store. As this is going to be caught here for a couple, it looks like. It'll be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Says, why does Rams kicker have 17 points in fantasy? He's been balling. What you mean why he got 17 points? He been kicking his butt off. Man made every kick when it was like 4th and 2, 4th and 3, and they were down there. He's been on the money. So here we go, 3rd and 1. As they go with the play action, Stafford looking, throws high, going for it all. Incomplete to Adams. No flags. It's 4th and 1. So what do you do here, McVay? It's 4th and 1. You're at the Philly 46. You got to go for it. You got to go for it. Keep your foot on the gas. And it looks like they will. See, they should have did this earlier when it was 4th and 2, right? They were on that side of the field. They showed to punt it. Now it's 4th and 1. Now the pressure's on because you're up by 5 in this fourth quarter. So here we go. Mark says, give him the Ram slam. JK Gamer says, please, I'm begging to beat the Rams. There's no begging in football. So 4th and 1, the Rams will go for it as we have 14 minutes and 13 seconds left in this fourth quarter, y'all. Patriots tied it up 14 apiece, and they're on the Steelers side at the 49. Minnesota's up 41-3, y'all. 41-3 against the Bengals. Here we go, 4th and 1. Motion. Handoff. Wrapped up. Turnover on downs. It's 1 yard. See, this is the stuff that bothers me about the game. Just as a play caller, why would you go for a handoff? As the quarterback, you got to drive back 3 to 4 yards as Williams is running up so he can get it. By the time you do that, the defense is closing out. Use the big body of yours and sneak for the yard. It's just crazy to me. But shout out to the Eagles defense for making the play because it was so easy. Stafford's slow. He's got to backpedal for the handoff. So there you go. Shout out to Vicky for being a member of the family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the loyalty. Welcome to the family. So let's go. Quick run there by Barkley for no gain. It's going to be 2nd down. Says Vikings had 2 defensive scores and 4 takeaways. 41-3, y'all. It's crazy. So here we go. 2nd and 11. 10 seconds on the play clock as Hurts Back in the shotgun. Pressure. Quick throw right side. That's going to be caught. And that is Smith. He'll get about 6 on that reception. It's now 3rd and 4. So now you're asking your defense to get out there and make a stop on a 3rd and 4 after you had the opportunity to sneak it for a yard. He says, love it, Jay, that Cincy is losing. I mean, that's just nasty stuff. So here we go. 3rd and 4. Rams show a 5-man rush. Hurts changes the play. 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap. They bring the blitz. Everybody is there. Hurts in trouble. He goes down, and there's a flag. And I'm assuming this may be a hold. And if it is, I'm sure McVay will decline this and let them punt. So, let's see here. As McVay is discussing with the ref, they will decline it as I said he would. And this will force Philly into a 4th and 8 situation, and they'll have to punt it away. So there you go. 27-0 Panthers. What's going on with them Falcons? This is kind of crazy. Wait a second. They're going for it? They're going for it on 4th and 6, y'all. Oh, it's getting real. All right, so we're going to go for it on 4th and 6. This game has just been wild. Here we go. 10 seconds on the play clock. Hurts changing the play as Smith motions. Takes a snap. They bring the blitz. Pressure. Hurts in trouble. Throws high. He's almost picked off, and that will be turnover on downs. He's right there. Brown is right there for the catch, and he just overthrows it. He overthrows. Wow. Turnover on downs. 5-point game. 26-21. Terrible play. Terrible play. If they're bringing the blitz, it's a 6-yard play that you need. Call a slant. Get Brown and Smith on a slant. You're getting your 6 yards. Everybody's rushing at you, so you can catch them on the edge. I got to put in my application, y'all. I think I'm putting in my application next season. I don't care if they say no. I'm still putting in my application. What's your qualifications? Go look at my streams. Be out there with my son, coaching him along. That's my qualifications. Are the Falcons asleep, Jay? They got to be. You losing to the Panthers 27-0. Says everyone doing the Lions, Dan Campbell going for it on 4th down. This wasn't just a Dan Campbell going for it. It was 4th and 6. They're supposed to take the delay and then punt it away and then let their defense do what they need to do. I didn't get that one. You got plenty of time. It's basically the beginning of the 4th quarter. It was a bad play call for sure. Bad play call. Says you get fired, Jay. You're too honest. Yeah, I don't kiss the boots. It's just the reality of it. Shout out to Jeff King coming through with the $20 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $20 donation. Legendary Jeff King. Says, you're a Bengals player. You just lost your quarterback for the season, and you're getting your butt kicked today like Trevor Burbick fighting Tyson. Where does your motivation come from now? Listen, I said it earlier, right? Burrow's gone. So the situation is like, all right, let's just go out here and get our checks. Try not to get injured because, we don't trust Browning. Y'all, it is 48-3. Y'all about to and it's not even the 4th quarter yet. They're going to let the Vikings put up a 50-piece? Is this still an NFL team? Yo, Handoff here to Corum as he hits the right side, and he'll get about 12 yards on the carry. Today is crazy. 48-3. Crazy. The play call came from Kensington. That's, yeah. 12-yard run for Corum for the Rams. Another first down. Says Bengals was like, even with Burrow, they didn't help their defense at all. I mean, some of those, or the majority of those turnovers are from the offense, right? So defensive plays. So yeah, Burrow's not going to make that many mistakes, right? So even if it's a game, it's a close game, and the Vikings probably aren't putting up 48 points if Burrow's in. I mean, we just got to be honest there, right? But regardless, this is still the Cincinnati Bengals, and for them to get mopped by 48 at this point, who knows how many points they'll put on the board because you got the whole fourth quarter left. It's kind of crazy. So here we go. 2nd and 9. 5 seconds on the play clock. We're down to 11 minutes here in the fourth quarter as Stafford directing traffic. As the Eagles bring the blitz quick throw, and they, try to bring down Nakoa. He spins out of it and picks up another Rams first down. So there you go. It says it looks like Rams wanted it more today. I agree. Y'all think the Eagles made this comeback for no reason? Not at all. But I think the biggest problem here is you didn't make good decisions in a close game when it mattered the most. It's 4th and 6. Take the delay, punt it away, pin them back, within their 5 or 10. Let your defense go to work. But to give it up at your 49, I think that's a big problem. As they go with the reverse here to the right side, looks like maybe a gain of a yard for the Rams. It's going to be 2nd and 9. 50 burgers coming in Minnesota, Jay? I think so. The Eagles should have kicked it for sure. 4th and 1, 4th and 2, we know what you're going to do. Fine. 4th and 6 with 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter, punt that thing away. It's only a 5-point game. So here we go. As Stafford, quick throw right side. This is going to be caught as Nakoa is a workhorse in this game. Stafford's 15-25, 159 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. As it's now 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. It says Bengals have officially become the Bungles, and their season is done. They could have pinned the Rams around the 15. That's what I'm saying. It would have just made more sense. Now you got your defense backed up in the red zone here. 3rd and 2 at the 16. As Stafford looking, throws high, end zone, and that is almost caught. Broken up, incomplete. It's now 4th and 2. And at this point, you're going to bring in your kicker to try and make it 29-21. 8-point game. So the only way Eagles win this touchdown and defensive stop. We're going to need a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and then, a defensive stop because there's a lot of time still left. So 36-yard attempt as Cardi has been on the money the whole game, and this was blocked. The kick was blocked. Still a 5-point game, 26-21. Y'all, the spread was 3.5. It changed to 4.5. It's a 5-point game after the kick was blocked with 8:46 left in the game. Get your tinfoil hats ready. The man has been on the money all game. He has been on the money all game, and this one gets blocked. Timeout, commercial break. Timeout commercial break. Oh, man, it's funny. It's fun. Let me check the fantasy scores. Timeout commercial break. What do we got? Oh, we're up 20. Okay, 66.2 to 46.6. It's not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. All right. Yeah, we're cool with that. Tinfoil hat engaged. Engaged. For sure. Not necessarily the kicker's fault if he's blocked. Of course. Right? Laces in, laces out. Someone break through the line a little early. Just saying. Shout out to you, Frederick. Let's go, yo. Says, new phone, finally found you. Let's go. Good to see you, bro. Says, I want to know why the kicker gets blamed when a kick is blocked. Tyrone says, you got an incoming call from Vegas. It just says Vegas on the phone. No names. It's just Vegas. No names. Straight Vegas. Says, yes, but he has been blocked all day, though now he got blocked. My projection is Rams 29, Eagles 31. Okay, Hila, I see you. Where's the responsibility of the lineman on this? I'm just saying, if the kid gets blocked, someone got through. Right? That's obviously the standard. He didn't kick the ball low. Someone got through to block it. So, I'm just saying, special teams been on the money for the most part. But we just going to keep it there. Scores 26-21. 8:42 on the clock left in the fourth quarter. The Eagles will have it at their 17. First and 10. Shout out to you guys. 837 viewers, 239 likes. Our next goal will be 350. So if you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate the love and support. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. Monday night, Thursday night, and of course, Sunday, football day, all day. So make sure you guys subscribe. And of course, hit that like. So here we go. First and 10 for these Eagles. High snap. Hurts throws right side. That's going to be dropped by Goddard. Incomplete. Second and 10. Second and 10. Says, imagine if the Eagles won by 3, Jay. It's quite possible. Listen, I said it at the beginning of this game. It could go either way. And if the Eagles did lose, there would be some questions that would be answered. But for right now, I would say the momentum has changed. Second and 10. Once again, Hurts takes the snap, pressure, looking down the middle, as this will be broken up by Lake, this Rams defense. Third and 10. Quick shout out to Parishi for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to all the new subscribers. If I did miss your name, welcome to all of you. So it's going to be incomplete. It is now third and 10. This is Jay throwing the flag on the Rams with the taunting was crazy. My man Flex, they're like, flag. Take away yards. Just flex. It's crazy. Pressure. Hurts. Throws high. This will be caught by Brown. What a move. Still going. Breaking tackles. Big play. And that is what you need out of your star wide receiver in A.J. Brown, right? Your back's against the wall. It's third and 10. You're down 5. A.J. Brown with a huge catch, makes a move, picks up the first down and more. Eagles moving the ball. Wow. They get down to the 34, first and 10. 7 minutes and 55 seconds of rolling on the clock as they go to the fake here. Hurts on the run. He'll keep it himself. He picks up 9, maybe 10. They'll call it a first down. And they'll call it a first down. It's crazy that players can celebrate. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. But hey, they make the rules. They change them every year. So here we go. 1st and 10, 15 seconds on the play clock. Hurts calls for motion. They go back to the run here with Barkley. He picks up about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. Says Rodgers throws a touchdown. Steelers up 21-14. Okay. Scores around the league. Colts up 34-20 against the Titans. The Jaguars and Texans are tied at 10 apiece. And here we go. Eagles, 2nd and 8 at the 46. Hurts back in the shotgun. Pressure. Quick throw right side. That's going to be caught by Smith. He gets about 6 on the catch. This will lead to 3rd and 2 coming up. It should be going crazy, right? They in Philly, down 5, got the balls, 3rd and 3, 6 minutes and some change on the clock. This is what it's made for. This is what it's made for. So here we go, 3rd and 3. As the Rams show a 4-man rush. 5 seconds on the play clock. Hurts changes the play. Takes a snap. Throws high. Gets hit on the throw. And this is brought down by Smith. As this will be another Eagles first down. All the momentum for sure. So they get down to the 38. 1st and 10. Shout out to you guys. We're at 262 likes. That next goal is 350. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe, click that bell, turn your notifications that way you don't miss a stream. As the Eagles will go back to the run here, left side, no gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Says, I don't know how to watch it absolutely free. However, I registered last week on... Yo, you guys, we're not doing that. Like I said, each time I see that, I'm saying we're going to handle it. Here we go. 2nd and 10, 15 seconds on the play clock. As Hurts changing the play, we're down to 5 minutes and rolling. As the Rams bring everybody pressure. Hurts tosses it to Barkley and he drops it. 3rd and 10. He could have easily picked up a first down. That is a nasty drop, and that's going to be one that he's going to want back for sure. As no one was over there. Plenty of space. He catches that. He turns up for a first down. Wow. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Jackson, let me find out. Eagles about to come back from a 19-point lead. Here we go. 3rd and 10. 2 seconds on the play clock, and they'll call a timeout. Clock stops at 4 minutes and 48 seconds in this 4th quarter. Shout out to you, Brian Allen. It's a nice Sunday where you can sit back and know your team already won. Go Bills. Shout out to the Bills Mafia. Yeah, boys can relax and watch all the other teams go through the motions. 3rd and 10, 4 minutes and 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter. As far as the likes go, we're at 274, trying to get to that 350. If you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We need 75 more. 75 more. So we just need 75 of you to hit that thumbs up button so we can get to our next goal of 350. Also, if you have not, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so that way you don't miss a stream. Monday night, Thursday night, and of course, Sunday for football. Make sure you lock it in. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Eagles need a first down. Rams bring everybody. Throws high. That's going to be caught. Still on his feet. Brown on the move. Makes another big play when it matters the most on a 3rd and 10. A.J. Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. I said it earlier. As soon as the second half started, you needed to get A.J. Brown going. He's been quiet week 1. He was quiet week 2. This is the game where they needed him the most, and he has showed up and showed out. It's now 1st and 10 at the 15 for these Eagles. 4 seconds on the play clock. Hurts changing the play. Takes a snap, looking, keeps it himself on the run. And he'll pick up about 4 on the scramble. It's now 2nd down. 2nd down. Brown and Smith, super clutch. Liking what I'm seeing. Liking what I'm seeing. Here we go. 2nd and 8. As the clock rolls to 4:16. And counting. All right, since he didn't score some garbage time points, it's 48-10. Quick shout out to Neil Ferguson, as well as 76 Don't Trade for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. As Hurts is going to run here again, he picks up about 6 on the carry. It's now 3rd and 2. So they've done a really good job, right? Moving the ball, a mix of the pass, mix of the run. You want to keep that clock rolling because you don't want to leave them too much time. But you're also in a position to where you can't just afford to take a field goal. You got to score a touchdown. As they get down to the 8, it's now 3rd and 3. So here we go. As the Rams show the blitz, you got 3 wideouts. Handoff to Barkley, spins out the backfield, hits that left side. It's now 1st and goal at the 2. Barkley's fired up. We're down to 3 minutes and counting in this 4th quarter. Shout out to Lisa, who says, close games make me very nervous. Dariante says, calling Barkley for the touchdown. I like it. I like it. Or maybe Brown number 2. I think Brown number 2. So here we go. 1st and goal. 5 seconds on the play clock. They go to Barkley once again, and he gets wrapped up. I knew they shouldn't have called that play. You just went to Barkley. You're supposed to mix it up, go to the end zone here. I get it. He loses a few yards. The clock rolls, right? The Rams do have 1 timeout. You got the 2-minute warning, but still, I think you take that to the end zone there. But here we go. We're down to 2:09. They're going to take it to the 2-minute warning. And we'll take a quick timeout commercial break. So there you go. It might even be a Hurts running for a touchdown. Just because it's so easy to predict Barkley on this. And that's why he just got wrapped up for a quick loss. So, Sirianni's going to have to get a little creative on this one for sure. For sure. So Jalen Hurts needs to put the game in his hands like Josh Allen did versus Ravens. And that's why I said I think Hurts is going to have to run this one in. For sure. Shout out to you, Michelle. Wrench Gang in the building. Says close games make me happy, giddy, and ready to go. Bring it on. Stiff competition, giving, and taking that momentum. Fly, Eagles. And there it is. Shout out to you, Michelle. Good to see you. Good to see you. Chad says need a big stop. Leon yells for defense. Leon, or a normal homie says, I'm so mad that I didn't start the Vikings defense. I feel you on that. Whoever had the Vikings defense, they cleaned up on fantasy today for sure. 76 says, being a Rams fan can be stressful. Listen, I think being a fan of any one of these 32 NFL teams is stressful, right? Nothing's a guarantee, no matter how good your team is. And especially being in these kind of situations where you're down 5, you got the ball in a significant moment. You're hoping that, your quarterback can find a way to make a play or find his best player to make a play. I think that's it's never a give me. For sure. Brian Allen says go for 2 if they get the touchdown. Yeah. Yeah. I think you have to. Tyrone says get the game in control, run Barkley. They've been stopping the run, though. So I don't know. Josh Allen coming back versus Ravens with 0.1 chance of coming back. Yeah, it was like 99.9% Ravens was going to win that game. 99.9. Someone said the live odds for that before the Bills started coming back was like plus 2,500. So like $100, you won 2,500 if you'd have just taken the Bills like at that exact moment in the game. Crazy. So here we go. 2-minute warning is over. It's a 5-point game. Eagles have the ball at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. As far as the likes go, we need 35 more. 35 more likes to hit 350. So make sure you guys hit that like, that thumbs up. And, of course, subscribe. Click that bell. Turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. Here we go. 2nd and goal. Hurts. 4 seconds on the play clock. Rams show a blitz. They bring 4 this time. Hurts throws high right side. That's going to be caught for about a yard as Barkley goes out of bounds. 3rd and goal. Stops the clock at 1:55. I don't like that. I get you got momentum, so you had to run out of bounds, but you want that clock to run and make them use the timeout. Now you're in a 3rd and goal situation, and you're at the 4. So here we go. Here we go. Shout out to you, Matt. Without a doubt. Let's go. 3rd and goal. Hurts. Changing the play here. Calling the defense. 4 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap. Looking. Goes to the end zone. Incomplete. As he tried to fit it over to Brown. It just wasn't there. And now it's 4th and goal. 4th and goal, y'all. I feel like this is the moment. This is the moment. You're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. And like I said, if you're going to do it, it's probably going to have to be you. You're going to have to run this in for the touchdown, Hurts. Everyone's smothered. So Hurts is going to have to find a lane and run this in. It's 4th and goal, 1:51 on the clock. He's in the shotgun. This is normally where he tries to find a lane so he can make a play. Here we go. 3 seconds on the play clock. Hurts takes a snap, pressure, looking, throws, end zone, and that is caught. That is a Devontae Smith touchdown. Eagles, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What a play call. Smith right in position to make the catch. Little bump off, hit that right side, and Hurts with a throw on the money. Touchdown, Eagles. And there it is. Yeah, that was a crazy play call for sure. For sure. Normally, you don't want your quarterback throwing in that situation. You want to make it a run and play. But I think Sirianni had to get a little gutsy, and it worked out. So here they go. They're going to try to go for 2 now to make it a 3-point game, as it's 27-26 with 1:48. Still a lot of time left. And the Rams have 1 timeout. So here we go for the 2-point conversion. This is incomplete. Tried to fit it to Smith again, and it was too high. And it's a 1-point game with 1:48 on the clock. Rams have 1 timeout, and this does get a little interesting now because, yes, the kicker did have, or Cardi did have a blocked field goal, but he was on the money since that time. So here we go. Here we go, y'all. 1:48 on the clock. 1-point game, 27-26. Rams are up next. Timeout, commercial break. Rams just need to run the clock and get a field goal. That's it. Gregory says, put that Super Bowl defense in. Somebody's got to make a play. Nolan says, I guess I'm not going to lose it. Well, you still got some time on the clock, my friend. If the kicker scores again, my goose is cooked. Broad Street Bully. Come on, easy field goal, plenty of time. There's a lot of time. A lot of time. Nicole's been getting busy. Williams has been getting busy. Corum, choose your pick. As the Rams will start here at the 30 with 1:48 on the clock. So here we go. Here we go. Timeout, commercial break, scores around the league. Vikings up 48-10 against the Bengals. Colts up 41-20 against the Titans. Jags and Texans tied at 10 apiece. Tampa Bay up 26-20 against the Jets, and the Jets are in the red zone on Tampa Bay side. Interesting stuff going on there, but here we go. 1st and 10 for the Rams as Stafford, quick throw, incomplete. Try to fit it to Nakoa. It's now 2nd and 10. 1:41 on the clock. Says DeJohn about to come in clutch. Okay. 2nd and 10. As Stafford looking, throws right side. This will be caught by Nakoa. He picks up about 9. Let's see if they give him the first. They do not. It's now 3rd and 1. Clock rolling at 1:26 at the 39-yard line. Handoff right side. This will be Williams. He picks up 5 on the carry. 1st and 10. We're down to 1:15 on the clock and rolling. Rams in the hurry up. At the 44. Stafford takes a snap. Pressure. Throws right side. This is going to be caught by Nakoa. Another big pickup. Another first down. 57 seconds. Still moving the ball. 50 seconds on the clock. They have one timeout. Stafford takes a snap once again. Has time. Looking. Throws right side high. Incomplete. Looking for a flag. No flags. 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 41 seconds. Courtney Miller says, good work, Jay. Happy to see someone doing positive things. Without a doubt. You know how we do over here. Always a good time. Always good vibes. So here we go. 2nd and 10. 41 seconds on the clock. Cardi getting ready to try and get his team a game-winning field goal. 8 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and 10. 41 seconds on the game clock. Stafford takes a snap. Pressure. Quick throw on a slant. This is caught. Listen, y'all. Stafford is throwing this rock. It's now 3rd and 1. 30 seconds. They're at the 34, 35. They're at the 35. It's 3rd and 1. They go back to the run here right up the middle. They'll pick up about 4. 1st and 10, 15 seconds on the clock. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout. They're going to call a timeout. Wow. All right. So here we go. What the hell? Stop biting me. Dang. It looks like the Eagles just called a timeout as well. So they have one apiece. 15 seconds on the clock. It's 1st and 10 at the Eagles 32. So Jalen Hurts under on completion percentage. Save me. Interesting. Okay. Shout out to y'all. 1,522 in the building. We got 356 likes. Our next goal is going to be 500. If you have not, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We're 146 away. So make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell. Turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. As this is going to be a high throw here. Right side to Nakoa and complete. It's now 13 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It says Rams going to win this game with a field goal. Field goal coming. Okay. Jesse says, I'm stressing bad right now. We need this win. And listen, that was almost a catch by Nakoa, but he's trying to catch it off the helmet. And this will lead to 2nd and 10. 13 seconds on the clock. Rams still have that one timeout. They go back to the run. Gets all the way to the 26. And it looks like that is where they're going to stop the clock with 2 seconds. 3rd and 3. You're going to bring out the kicker with 2 seconds on the clock for the money. We said it was going to come down to the wire, and here it is. Cardi will be coming out to kick a field goal to try and get these Rams a win. He's 4 of 5 today. He hit from 51, 28, 33, and 46. His 36-yard was blocked. And here we go. In a 1-point game with 3 seconds on the clock. 44-yard attempt for the win. Eagles do have a timeout. I expect them to use it. And there it is. Quick shout out to Rel, Ty B. Are you serious? I'm sorry, are you spying on me? Dr. S, Educate and Motivate. NSGC Judy. Sam for subscribing. Shout out to all the new subscribers. If I did miss your name, welcome to the channel. 3 seconds on the clock. 44-yard attempt for these Rams. Cardi out on the field, trying to get a win for his team. And here we go. Put your prayer hands together. 44-yard attempt. And here we go. Good snap. Kick is blocked. The kick was blocked and returned. It's all going all the way down the field for a touchdown by Davis on the special teams. What? Jordan Davis touchdown. Wow. Wow. That is all I can say is wow. Your final score, it's 33-26. 33-26. What a game this was. 2 field goal blocks in a row. And that ball was picked up by Davis, who blocked it and ran it all the way down for an Eagles touchdown. What a game. What a game. My goodness. Lights out. Lights out, ladies and gentlemen. So there it is. Score 33-26. Eagles take it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. Monday night, Thursday night, and of course, Sunday is football day, so make sure you guys lock it in. I will be on tomorrow night for the Lions and the Ravens, so make sure that you are subscribed for that one tomorrow. It's going to be crazy, hopefully just as crazy as this one. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. We'll get to that tomorrow morning as well. And yeah, I'm shocked about this one. Very shocked. But surprised to say the least. Good win for the Eagles. They had their issues in the first half. They basically fixed what they needed to, made some adjustments. They involved A.J. Brown where it mattered the most. He started to get some good touches. You know, just this was a very interesting game from the point of Hart, the ability to come back and momentum swings. And I did notice one big thing, though. I think Matt Stafford was not able to play to his full potential. He had some real wild passes. He had the interception. I do think that that was one of the significant moments that put still, even though the Eagles were down, it still had the Eagles in a good position because of, that turnover. But coming into the Eagles in the second half, you started to see the tide change because the Rams kept punting the ball. 4th and 1, 4th and 2, the Rams are punting the ball. And it's like, the time they did go for it, they obviously didn't get it because they tried to run it. So when you got something in your bag and you're able to use it like a tush push, it makes sense. But if you don't have it in the bag, you can't use it, right? We know that Stafford's slow and they didn't want to use him in those kind of situations. So, yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about. Eagles obviously get the win. We'll break it down, but this is a good game for sure. Good game for sure. So there it is. Much love to the Rich Gang. Much love to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. We'll see you on the next one. I'm going to grab some peach cobbler, y'all. About to go make some. Y'all have yourselves a great night. If I can make it for the Chiefs and Giants, I'll post it up for you. If I can't, I will definitely see you tomorrow night for the Lions and Ravens. We will be going live for that. Have yourself a great night, y'all. Eagles take it. Peace out.